So what's in Tailspire that's naked and greased up?
Let me have a look. Let's see what I got. I don't think I can just search up naked and greased up and get anything, but
I mean, I probably wouldn't
Sort
Google
of.
it, but
It got re-dyed, recolored.
Okay, cool. I thought so.
humanoid.
Got recolored.
The
It's
closest
called
I've
mermaid,
got.
apparently.
The closest I've got is a barbarian holding a great sword with no shirt.
It's okay, I get it. I'm used to being left out and left behind, on things. It's okay.
Bean.
So interesting question from my colleague that I work with when I was describing said rogue. No, not that question. Different question. Our wonderful rogue's escapades last week. He inquired as to, has the DM stated whether or not the oil that he's oiled up with is flammable?
Hey,
so I will clarify something.
I don't
Okay.
like this anymore.
One,
Oh my god.
please don't ask that question. It causes problems for me.
Ooh.
So
then you don't want me to ask his follow-up question was, is he leaving a trail of said oil wherever he moves?
So no, he is not, because
Jesus
the oil
Christ.
was a
Okay, good.
magical effect.
Magical
So the
oil? Does it
So
go crackle and
unless
pop?
magical oil is otherwise, basically he had the effects of the grease spell upon him temporarily, and the grease spell does state that the oil is non-flammable.
I see. The sleight of hand at work again.
Yes, the oil is not flammable, and unless I otherwise stated, always assume that it is not.
Hey,
Okay,
Dante,
just
what'd I do to deserve that kind of question, bro?
Nothing. I just wanted to get it out of the way. It's a positive. See, not flammable, no trail. All
I am
good.
glad you asked. I hadn't thought it through. Gonna be honest. Spark, can you see the map and move around and everything okay?
Yep, it's all working okay. I was just zooming in because someone told me colors had changed. I was trying to see them,
All good.
but then I realized that I just wasn't paying attention closely enough. So, boss man, take it away when you are ready. We are good to go.
Okay, I misread that. Everyone level up to level 8, by the way.
Motherfucker!
Immediately, by the way, when I came through, I thought I said I wasn't allowed to notice it. I wasn't allowed to notice it, and so I was like, okay, I gotta play it off. So I just finished my level up. I went back to read it. I was reading it. I was like, oh, all right.
So we need to level up to 8.
Please, everyone, level up to level 8.
Oh, okay, 5-minute delay. 5-minute timeout. 5-minute timeout.
This level will either be you will either be able to gain a feat or an ability score improvement. I will clarify something.
I can have 3 feet.
You are leveling up, but does not immediately mean that you get any spell slots back. You also do not fully heal. This is not a video game. I'm going to kill one of you fuckers.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's aggressive needlessly.
Probably miss that.
I don't know. I feel like he's been angling at this for weeks now.
Oh, every time we finish a stream, he goes, "I'm going to kill you next week." It feels like it's like a Princess Bride.
Pretty much.
Like, sleep well.
Is that
Most likely
right?
kill you in the morning.
He said true love.
As you wish. That's what I feel like saying every time Jay goes. I'm going to kill you painfully next week.
Ooh, I can increase an ability score.
Yeah, so you will all either get a feat or an ability score improvement. Make it quick, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be stuffing about with catch up. We're in the middle of combat. We're fighting a hag. If you weren't here last week, finish this episode, then go watch the VOD. Damn it, it's over on. Let me just quickly.
YouTube.
Double check.
YouTube.com/SparkleGames.
I'm just surprised you put that in Twitch chat because usually I'm the first one always in the Twitch chat and get into moderator screen.
So I will clarify something to anyone who saw the message that I sent about one. The reason I did it is because I thought it'd be funny. It's not. Two, the reason I sent the message is because I genuinely thought Dynasty would be later than he was, and at the very least, Bean would save my life. I genuinely thought that there would be enough of a conversation for it to scroll up enough that it wouldn't be there, and he'd have to go back searching. I was wrong.
So Jay, I tried to give you time to let it happen because I was like, this is kind of unfair. And so then when I came back, I read all the conversation. I was like, hey guys, level up.
I'll give you that, man. That's fair. I did this to myself.
That was well played. By the way,
I was like, this feels so unfair if I just take this.
And it's okay, Bean. I still believe in you.
All right, I am now a lucky cleric.
It's okay because see, here's the thing about being level 8 is now I can throw more powerful creatures at you.
No, but the creature's already there. They didn't level up. They didn't read the message.
Didn't they?
That's not how it
I know it doesn't. I'm just playing.
Actually, there is a certain creature out there somewhere that I do have to level up now that you guys are 8. Clap a claw now that you guys
Oh,
are
that's
8.
fine,
Level
man.
up to level 5.
When do I get 3rd level spells? Oh man.
You're a
some
paladin. Never.
shit.
Paladins don't
Ah.
have spells.
Jesus Christ.
Paladins have
Screw you,
spike
Jay.
slots. What are you talking about? Paladins don't
I-
have spells.
That seems
3rd
that
level
seems
smite
incorrect
slots,
even for a
man.
beginner.
Um,
Oh, I don't know what I need to. I don't know what I should pick. I got an extra spell slot. Shit, I don't know.
you do.
I researched this shit for a week before I make these decisions.
You are a
doesn't
cleric,
surprise me.
remember? So you can actually change your spells every long rest spa.
I know.
So-
That's why I look at it so often.
Yeah, even if you pick a spell now, you're not locked in the way that Snack's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Yeah,
Snack doesn't get.
fucking
Actually, no.
tricky.
Snack does get to change one spell every level. Now, as a sorcerer, but yeah. So, in the meantime, while you guys are leveling up, I am actually going to get going so that we're not sitting here for the next half an hour
no worries.
with people watching me ramble and the rest of you stare at screens. That would not be good content. It would. I just don't want to put them through it. That's good content for me. So, top of the round, we are back to the goblin chucklehead. The shambling mound has just broken through the wall and chaos is erupting. Chucklehead's dead, so we're going to move on from him real freaking quick.
What?
Death saves.
Next up is Jack the Dragon, as you guys have decided to call him. His actual name, he does have an actual name. The dragon has a freaking name. You
It's
all just don't care enough about his
Dylan
feelings. to
Trenton
remember it.
Math.
Well, even Scabatha referred to him as Jack after I called him Jack when she talked about him being out of his box.
His name is Cradlefall, which is terrifying.
Okay, that is good to know.
So I was
Cradle
gonna name
Ball.
my kid, damn it.
Cradlefall is going to go ahead and attack a certain little dwarf.
Oh, poor Alcorn.
Yeah, you all forgot about Elkhorn, didn't you?
Alcorn. No, I didn't forget about him.
I'm back to punish you all.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
He reminds me
Everyone-
of Cullen the Barbarian. He's one of my favorite Terry Pratchett characters, so I'm invested.
Elkhorn's frick great.
Hey,
Elkhorn's
quick
best.
question, Jay.
Yo, what up?
You know what? Never mind. I know the answer. I should have thought a little bit longer before I asked you.
Okay. He is so okay. I need
Love
to
those
roll some
questions.
dice. So let me roll a d6 to see if he gets his breath weapon back. He does. He has his poison breath back, but he's not going to do that. He's instead going to go ahead and make 3 attacks against Elkhorn. 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws. We'll do the claws.
What's Brady 3
first.
attacks?
So claw number 1, Elkhorn has an armor class of 18. That will be a miss on the first one. Elkhorn, that'll be
Miss,
a hit for the
miss.
second claw.
Shit.
And it will be a hit for the bite attack as well.
Oh,
So how much damage are we talking here for
that's
poor old
not
Alcorn? Because he
fair.
didn't have much left.
think
Each
you
claw
need a
attack
bad
is
card for that.
2d6 plus 4.
Because he only had 10
is
health left.
14 points of damage.
Oh, he's down.
First one. I've tracked this wrong.
He'd taken 42 points of damage.
He's taken 42, but he did also use his second wind, which should have healed him, but I don't know why I haven't noted it down. He should be at 22. But either way, he takes 14 points of damage. How does math work? Oh, my head is hurting. So yes, I'll assume that he is still alive. He can survive this next attack with minimum damage. If I roll minimum damage, it's 2d10 plus 4 for the bite attack.
Jesus.
I did not roll minimum damage.
No double
God,
ones.
I really didn't.
Shit.
That'll be 22 points of damage
Can
on the second attack.
it's not fair.
You guys hear dwarven shouts and various cuss words before silence.
Shit.
Do you have Revivify yet?
So he's unconscious?
Of
I do have
you guys don't know.
Revivify. think
Next
I've got
up
Rebel
is, so we're
fine.
going to move on from Jack to the mimics. The mimic. The one mimic.
You have
He has a
Rebel
heart
fine.
attack. The mimic has a heart attack, guys.
No,
No?
I want to just let you know what I did with
Mimic
my
has a
level
heart
up.
attack.
Yes, Rennick?
I took the feat lucky, by the way.
So did I.
Hey,
Oh, you did as
I
well.
did
Then never
too.
mind. Okay, then I'm gonna change my feet and do something else. I'm gonna go
Sorry.
back to
No,
reading.
Sorry.
Never
no,
mind.
dude, you should be looking at the road. No, take it. Take it.
real quick.
I'll
you
change
both took
mine.
Lucky? Wait.
All three of
all
us took
three of
lucky.
you
Yeah.
Yeah, we're feeling lucky. Are you feeling lucky, punk? Are you?
Should I take lucky too?
No, I'm reading through some more. I'm not gonna take
No,
lucky.
it's
as
okay.
well.
It's okay. If you guys want to take Lucky, it's your choice. You can take any feat in the game, and Lucky is just a good feat for literally any class to have.
Yeah. My plan was
it's
always to take
perfectly fine.
Warcaster and then lucky as the second feat.
Lucky is always a good pick. There's never a bad Lucky.
I just feel greedy now because I just took stats.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Gotta buff those stats, boy.
Yeah.
You
right.
risk, bro.
Meantime,
Yeah, I've been thinking about buffing my stats as well.
The mimic
but-
takes 3d8 damage at the start.
But do you even lift,
does
bro?
shit. Minimum damage kills this mimic. It had 2 health
Well,
left.
So yeah, because it's sitting inside the Spirit Guardians. Okay, so the
I'm
mix
so
down.
glad you remembered that. Yep.
Oh no, it's written. I've got it circled. I was Egg just jumped in first.
Yes.
Every time
know things.
something happens, I'm going to be asking about. And how do they go with the Spirit Guardians?
Okay. The mimics are dead. Zenfire, have you finished leveling up yet?
Hang on. Did you just say all the mimics are dead?
That is the
Yeah,
last.
there was
mimic.
only one left. There was only one left, so the third one's now
Okay.
down.
Yeah. So if
That's
any
awesome.
more come in, then you've lied, all right?
No, all he said earlier was that
Question,
we didn't know
so-
if there were more mimics or not. Just the ones we saw.
And then
So
you said
wondrous
all the
DM
mimics
that you are.
Egg,
So
are you
what's your position
asking
on
for a
one
bad boy
character
card? Like,
picking
are
up
you just trying to get
another-
fit here?
So, Zenfire, in the room at the moment, a
Right.
tiny Bavlorna is ripping into your allies. Albert is an ape. Miss Snack is terribly hurt, and a giant mass of vine and moss and roots and old gnarled trees has burst through the wall. You are actually the thing that is close. It is closest to you at the moment.
Did the
That's why.
man
is
take
closest.
spirit damage when it came in?
No, it was just outside of the bubble.
Yeah, it is.
Like
it
it's
is
about
just
3
outside the
feet
bubble.
out, or like 1.5 feet outside of the bubble.
If it
So if
takes
it
one
enters
step
in, then
forward,
it will.
Yeah.
what would you like to do,
okay.
Zenfire?
Well, first I have a question. What's your position on one party member picking up another party member and effectively using them as an extension weapon while
So
they play them around the room?
So Colossus
you
and
guys-
Like
Wolverine.
Adidas
Think
Dwarfist,
Colossus
perhaps?
and Wolverine.
when I first met quite
Yeah,
a
yeah.
few of you, was actually just before the first session, and I said that there were only a few things I needed from you because you'd already created your characters. I do prefer to be part of the character creation process but you guys had characters you wanted to play, so it was the first campaign together. So I was like, yeah, okay, well, you guys can play whatever, and we'll work out backstory sort of as we go. But there was one thing that I needed all of you to write down, and it was the most, at the time, it was the single most important thing, and it hasn't come up
Turning
until now.
pages.
And that thing was that I asked every single one of you to figure out how much your character weighs.
Yeah, no, I
you?
did that.
I didn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I do that?
And the
Did I?
reason, do you guys remember
don't know.
why I asked you to do that? Does
Yeah, I
anyone
know why you asked
I
us to
don't
do
know.
that, but
I thought it
Did
was
I
just
do
because
that?
I
Yeah.
made
Exact
the hog in the raft.
Someone
yeah, you
always
did.
wants
You
to
did make sure we
pick
did
up
that.
someone else.
Yeah.
I did it because you asked me to, but no, I don't
My-
remember why.
Because my exact words were, because at some point in this campaign, one of you motherfuckers is going to try and pick up and throw another one of you motherfuckers.
I should have taped session
It always
0.
happens.
Okay?
I should have
Always
taped
happens.
Correct
session
terminology is yeet, I'll have you know.
That's
So-
why you always have a goblin.
Zenfire, who are you picking up?
No.
No.
I was wanting
Oh, okay.
someone to pick me up.
Well,
That would have to happen on their turn then.
I understand, but it may affect where my position ends up being.
How much does Zenfire weigh, real quick?
That's a good question. I'm trying to go through the shabbily
I
written
think
pencil
you're
note
the
at the beginning
only
of my book.
dwarf in D&D
I
that
no
wants
longer
to be
have a piece
picked
of
up.
paper from our
yeah, I know,
original,
right? But he's a dense boy.
It's for a reason, though. It's to try and fuck shit up. So,
No, that's okay.
He does
I
it.
like-
Can
I
I
like-
just say he has a really good idea that I think you'll like the shit out of, Jay.
I love that you said that so defensively, as if there was a version of you being thrown that wasn't going to try and fuck shit up. Like that.
Well,
That
you know,
wasn't the thing I needed an explanation. Like that was assumed.
dwarfs don't always fight. You know, a dwarf can dream. Maybe someday in a bar somewhere. You know, like
A dwarf can dream, and the overbearing
short
god
and
who
girthly
controls
like
his
female
world.
dwarf might come in and make me an offer I can't refuse.
Jesus Christ. Short and
I always imagined. I
I'd
always
write
imagined
that down.
Zendaya as more of a
Short
Goliath man.
and girthly.
You sure you're on high?
Oh, I am actually on a bit of sleep deprivation at the moment, so that just amused me far more than it should.
I don't know where I've written down how much I weigh. Fuck.
It's okay.
We've
So
had a few
bloody shit, anyway.
sleepless baby nights, so
this is a lesson.
things could
Next-
get delirious.
Next campaign, we'll figure that out. But for now, we'll just wing it. Yeah, you can be thrown.
All
You're a
right,
bit-
you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try and do a couple of things.
What do you want to do, buddy?
At the end of my turn before, I was moving closest to where Snack is to see as if part of my action I could do a bait and switch to take her out of harm's way. But I'm not sure if that's necessary now, given that the third mimic is dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all the mimics are dead. Bavlorna is
But
within.
the hag is still trying to.
Hang on, Bavlorna's
end her.
dead.
But
Scabatha?
I can
Sorry,
deal with
Bavlorna is
Scabatha.
dead. Yes, that is true. Bavlorna's back, everyone. Ha!
Oh, I'd happily kill that
No!
bitch again.
Surprise,
No worry.
motherfuckers. There are hag trio.
Samuel Jackson. Oh my god.
Oh, what did I do? What have I done? What did I say? That specific phrasing. No. Hags get more powerful when they're together because they're a coven. That's how they work.
Does that mean they're haggle?
I will let you know that you are within 5 feet of the shambling mound. So if you wanted to move towards Snack, so there's a 5-foot gap between you and Snack, you would need to step closer to interact with her. You would
Yeah,
need
that's
to
okay, but I
disengage
could
it.
incorporate that as part of my movement, could I not?
Yes, but you would receive an attack of opportunity if you don't use your action to disengage from the shambling mound.
Oh, okay. So the shambling is going to.
If you try to walk away from it, it's going to smack you. You get away from it, but you're going to get
Going to
smacked.
rain down
Go
with
smack
anger.
It's going to try and smack you anyway on your way past.
I will know. Its name is Wood. No.
Jesus Christ.
That would.
Oh,
Look, I've been
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been
I've got
barely
two
in the
axes.
conversation
This
because
thing's
I'm
made of
looking at
wood.
things
I
right
feel like
now.
I should try and chop this down. That's a fair call, Egg.
oh my god. This is
You know how many
like
you're
things
the
I've
wrong-
heard in the
you're
past
the
20
wrong
minutes?
people after a weekend of sleep deprivation.
I love
be engaged. All the right
after
people,
all
I
the
don't know.
planning, all the strategizing, it just comes down to I'm a fucking hit it with my axe, I guess. At the end of the
We're
day.
having conversations about how we're going to get Snack out of the way.
We've been
How we're
streaming
going to.
since
how we gonna
what? We've been
strategize
going
this?
since like 8 o'clock. It's 8:27. Now we're finally hitting.
Okay, go ahead and make me
Yeah,
an
I have
attack roll.
questions.
You're
They're
just gonna
important.
Smack this boy.
We did have a level up, thanks to you.
Smack
Appreciate
this
it.
boy.
This is true.
Yeah,
Smack
that did slow us down.
smack.
Yeah.
This is true. All right.
Let's see if we
I
get to
have
double
2
digits
turns of
by
an
the
axe of arbor echo and 1 turn of regular hand axe.
Correct.
I
You
would.
are on the
Does this
money,
thing
sir.
appear to have legs, or is it just literally a blobby
It's
mess?
just a blob of mess. There does not appear to be any.
Above the table to the group. Where should I
any
aim said
sort of
axe? Am I just aiming at the guts of it, or what are we doing?
Make me an intelligence check if you'd like to see if you can figure out anything
You
about
can
this strange
strategize
creature,
that.
or if
Team
you
in the
just know
fork.
anything about it.
Okay, so that's intelligence check. That's just the top one, yeah.
Yeah, just straight intelligence.
Oh, I'm pretty plucky today. That's a 14.
Okay. Give me a quick second here.
Have you still got
14.
inspiration?
I'll say
Oh no, I burnt that ages ago.
Right.
you know a couple of things.
Oh yes.
You don't know. You can't ascertain anything about this specific creature right now because it's just you're in the middle of combat. You've got 6 seconds. There's a shambling mound in front of you, but you've heard tales of shambling mounds. You've heard stories about what they can and can't do. You know that they are basically born like of this weird phenomenon where like a fey portal will like leak fey magic out, and then lightning happens to strike the exact spot where the fey magic is sitting at that time. It's like sheer coincidence, right? Like just pure sheer convenient chance of lightning striking the wrong place at the wrong time will birth a small one of these shambling mounds. But you know that because of that, lightning, it will not only not hurt the creature, it will actually make it more powerful. Any sort of lightning is a bad idea.
Right.
Like
You
all
also know
the
that-
clerics and sorcerers in the group to take heed of that.
You also know that somewhere, as all good dwarves, a lot of dwarven stories about monsters revolve around two things: treasure. It revolves around what kind of treasure monsters have, what kind of treasure they might be hiding, how they hide it. You know, like just generally how to get expensive things from monsters. The other very specific kind of story that dwarves have is one about how to kill that monster. That's it. A lot of dwarven stories don't have names for their protagonists, for their heroes, for the great warriors of old, unless they're, ancestors of yours. Folk tales are just kind of focus more on the creature and how to make it not be dead anymore, because dwarves care about that. You know that somewhere, buried deep inside it at its center, there is a root, a stem core, like a wooden heart, which is where the lightning first would have struck. And you know that is its, for lack of a better term, consciousness. That's its brain.
Okay.
Other than that, it's just gonna smack you and be big.
Okay, cool.
Sounds like my dream.
So I'm what, 10
What?
feet from this thing?
You are 5 feet from it. You
I was wondering if anyone was gonna say something.
So, did he just say that smacking wood is his dream?
No.
Nope. That's look.
I
That's
no longer have my tattoo.
Pretty sure
do
that's what I heard.
You
I
still
don't
have it. It
know
comes
if
back
you-
at
yeah,
the start of
You got to get a
tomorrow.
rest. Oh, is it a daily thing? Gotcha.
How about you don't
What
worry
was
about
that?
what I
Okay,
said?
so
You'll
sorry,
get it back.
in the
tomorrow.
smacking wood interruption. I
Okay.
didn't hear how far I was.
5 feet. You're within a 5 feet gap.
Oh,
There's-
5 feet. Okay, cool.
I also got a
okay,
little
so
health
that
back
means-
when
that
we
means,
leveled
okay,
up.
that's cool. That means I can. Okay,
Nice.
so in my damage for axe, I've got two different. They're both marked with slashing.
I'm pretty sure that every single time we've had combat, every session since you've gotten that axe, you've asked me this question. You're about to ask about the
probably.
1d8, 1d10.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yep. The 1d8 is if you're using the axe one-handed, and the 1d10 is if you're using the axe two-handed.
Oh, I'm
Every-
gonna write
And you
that
can
down
only
again and no doubt
cast
forget it
one
in a week.
leveled spell a turn.
Hey, Jay, I'm just gonna have that typed out for
But
you,
what if
ready
I
to
want
put
to
in
cast
chat
a
at all
second
times.
spell? No, just kidding.
What would
That's
you
too
like?
what you're doing there, you fucker.
One-handed. Fucking remember this.
It's
you
okay. You get there.
half-wit dwarf.
You
Okay,
get there.
cool. Got it. That's cool. I'm good. I just wanted to check.
A lot to remember.
Oh, too many one-liner jokes instead, getting in the way of actual proper combat. All right, let's do this. I'm slashing, not throwing, no yeeting required, just full force, full on towards the center of this soon-to-be pile of wood for the fire.
Yeeters without a releases. God.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus, no religion. It's a tantric yeet.
Please
And
make
trick
me
yeeters.
please make me an attack roll. With your Axe of Arbor Echo
Does-
against the
Does
shell.
24 get the job done?
It will. It's big and not trying to get out of the way. Go ahead and roll
Fuck.
damage for that one.
Let's try. Come on, damage. Oh, fuck me. 8.
8 points
Oh.
of damage.
Yes.
You hit it. You charge up to it with your battle axe. This thing's massive. You swing at it and it just gets
the size of its big
I'm
toe.
not bothered.
it just gets stuck in some of the muck, and you sort of and pull it back out, and it's just muck all over your axe.
Wonderful.
It doesn't look particularly.
Right, not
hard.
learning from this at all. I'm going to go ahead and swing the other one.
Go ahead and make your second attack roll, sir.
Does 21.
21 will definitely hit, so please roll damage.
All right, can
That's
I roll anything
giant.
other than
Like a
1
5 should hit it.
for damage? Oh, for God's sake! Yep, I can. I can roll a 1. That's 7
That's
with
still
my
alright.
plus 6.
For a total of 15 points of damage. He's bloody.
May as well have coughed on
He
it.
is on half health.
Already? Jeez.
What?
No, I'm
Send him
joking.
back.
Okay, well, my
I'm
bonus action.
joking.
I hate to say this, but isn't that a bad boy card because you rolled a 1?
A natural 1 on a
Yeah.
D20.
Okay.
Ah,
You
such
see,
a
this is
terror.
only a D8, so it's even more likely for me to roll a 1.
And how many hands did you use, Dante?
So,
What do you
you
mean?
bring the axe back, and using the momentum
Oh,
as
wait,
you
two.
rip it out, you swing backhanded, twisting on your heel and burying the axe into the side of it again before you rip it out. It doesn't look particularly hurt.
Excellent.
I think Jay missed that one.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
you
honest.
didn't.
I was taking notes.
Sorry, Rennick's just gone. How many hands did you use on the axe? And Dante, and he's wiggled his eyebrows and gone. Always 2. Again, that could be sleep deprivation,
Yeah,
but that was very funny.
Is that what you said?
Can I get a wine check for Spar's desk?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
he had asthma meds, so I think he's more high than anything.
Oh, okay. No, all good, all good.
Cool.
No, sleep deprivation is the
Yes, yes.
Lovely, Mr. Zen.
Well,
would you like to
before I
do?
waste my third bonus turn, is there any point in even?
It
doesn't
took
seem like
damage.
much
Like
is
you
happening.
can see, you're hacking into it, and I will, from a rules perspective, tell you you are doing damage to it. It's just a
Yeah.
very big, very tough creature.
I
It's
feel like
a-
we need to
It's a,
throw
Hit
it.
hate-
it again.
it's a damage sponge of a creature. It's
Okay,
a battle against this thing is a war of attrition.
excellent. Well, let's forge on then. So with my, well, I assume I use my hand axe for the third one.
Yes,
bonus
bonus
action, is
action
that
will
correct?
be your
Yeah.
hand axe, yeah.
Yep. I know I ask that every week as well. Does 19 hit?
19 hit. A 19 will indeed hit. Yes.
okay. So
Fine,
now
okay,
it's
cool.
19 at least. I see.
9. Another 9 points of
9
damage.
points of damage for a total of 24 done.
24.
So 24 all up.
You're just hacking at it with both your axes, just trying to cut away at it. It's
Haven't
just
got a
this
chainsaw.
mass. You don't know where it ends, and like the swamp that is rising up from actually, so like the riverbed that's coming out of, you don't know where the riverbed ends and it begins. Like it's just a mass of mud and sticks and algae, and it's just gross. But at the end of your turn, Rennick,
That's pretty
Rogie
good though.
boy, you're standing next to our wonderful Scabatha. She's doing great. She's having a great day. What do you want
She
to do?
already
with
beat
it?
the.
Kill.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Kill.
I thought you-
Kill.
Can you give me a description of the layout one more time? Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm pretty
If it
sure.
helps, it's up on Tailspire if you want to have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
it
you
does have a
if you
map.
highlight where I am and then
So yeah,
You're
naked one.
there.
so
it's a
Lucky,
small screen spar.
Look, you're jumping up and down, dude. How much?
Hey,
Like,
you said it, not me.
Put your glasses on.
so basically,
Guess we're gonna find out what
you
the
are
delay is.
currently standing with your back facing Loomlurch. So you've come out of that door. Standing directly in front of you is Scabatha, and on the other side of Scabatha are Luggage and Miss Snack standing side by side. So you guys have sort
Okay.
of almost got a semi-surrounded. You can see Ape sort of over behind Miss Snack doing his
Forgot
thing.
he was an A.
Yeah, he's a giant ape. He's also
Okay.
very far away. He's quite
So-
far away from the combat.
I am going to. So there's still people around. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage
Yep.
and back up a bit.
How far do you want to go?
Kind of
You can
want
see. I'll also
protect-
remind you that Lamorna has teleported away. You don't know where she went. You can see behind you that Eladon is approaching Will of the Feywild with his broken rapier. Will does not look good.
Sorry, Jay, you did tell us she said that she was going to help the dwarf with the
yes,
dragon.
sorry, she did say that she was going
Because
to
the
do it.
wall got knocked down and Rennick
Yep.
saw her go out and you
That's right. I
when
forgot
she
that
told
the
us.
wall got knocked down.
Hey
then-
boys,
and
I got my ass clawed and stabbed a bunch. I went down from 56 to 13. I
Rennick
think
doesn't
I'm
even
gonna
know
just
what
hang back
fucking
for a
height it is.
sec.
How far back do you want to go, Rennick?
my thought process was to kind of go behind that slanted wall to give myself some cover.
Yep. So this one here.
Yes, and then then throw a dagger at her because she's still surrounded by people.
Yep. Go ahead and make me an attack roll with your dagger then. You do not get advantage, but if you hit, you will get sneak attack.
23 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll definitely fucking hit. Holy shit.
8 so
Ooh.
far. Let me roll sneak. Oh, that's a really bad sneak. That is 14 damage.
14 damage?
Yeah.
That is a total of 30... 40. She has taken a total of 140 points of damage. You duck away and then fling one of your Are you throwing a normal dagger or a psionic?
Oh, psionic.
You toss a psionic dagger. It hits her in her face, and she just fuck it's in my eye. Shit. It's like, oh, you know when you're in the shower, washing your hair with the fucking shampoo. Oh god. What the crap? Oh, you're also tall. Oh, that's right. I shrank. Never mind. Oh, I thought everything got bigger. It was me. I got smaller. Okay. Sorry. 1 second.
Always
Sorry.
you.
Can we pause? She turns around to you, luggage, and puts up a figure. She's like, "Can we pause? I'm just gonna fucking get this shit out of my eye." Fuck.
No.
Just
What is
no.
Here, let me help you, he says.
she
Oh, I'd
finishes
love
the-
to help her with the dagger in the eye.
You can have a good card for that.
Is that all, Rennick?
I believe that's all I do because I already used my bonus in my main action and some of my movement. So, yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Rennick, Albert Eggmeister, the ape extraordinaire.
Giant ape.
Yeah.
paladin.
The Ape Master.
The ape monster.
What would you
The
like?
Ape Meister.
Then I do what follow the great ape instinct, which is to grab a little maiden and climb up to a
So
high
you want to
place.
grab. You're going
Can you say that again?
to pull yourself out of this situation.
I know what he's doing.
No, I
Think of the
grab
conversation earlier in the week.
Scabatha and
Scabatha.
because
So
she's
you want to
small.
grab Scabatha?
Yep.
Make me a strength check, please.
Okay, my strength
Contested
is
by her strength.
+6.
Okay.
Do I
I'm
get
pretty
advantage because I'm so much bigger than her?
sure.
Or
You
no?
would, yes. She's currently tiny. I'll give you advantage.
Alright.
She actually doesn't reduce her strength score by being small. That's not one of the things that changes when she's tiny, which is very funny because she has
Her
18
center of gravity.
strength.
Ooh.
It's +6. Oh, 16.
23.
Ah.
You reach over and you wrap this massive ape hand. You you begin wrapping your hand around it, and you watch the hand slam onto the ground to grab Scabatha, and in a superhero moment, you see Scabatha down on one knee, hands above her, holding your hand up, straining.
She's Ant-Manning this shit.
And she, you just feel this. She brings a fist back, and you just feel this force on your palm, and your whole hand, and shoots back.
Oh,
up
that's
again.
gold.
And she stands up. You see her wipe the blood off her mouth and give a bit of a hands on the hips Superman pose. You stole her raft. She wants revenge.
Can Ape Meister then just bash her into the ground like a tent peg, or no?
Just have to
Technically,
grab her
Go all
first.
Hulk on Loki stuff.
how many attacks
Puny got it.
per turn? Ape Meister.
He has multi-attack, which is 2 fist attacks.
I will
that-
say you can still
if you
do
grab
one
Got
fist.
4
attack.
opposable thumbs. He can do
You-
4
You
turns,
can,
surely.
you can
One.
replace one of those attacks with the grapple if you want to do the other attack. You've
Uh,
got 2 hands.
He can.
He's an ape. His legs are as good as his heads. Come on.
Can I use that to grapple Ms. Snack instead?
I will let you grapple Miss Snack. Does Miss Snack want to be grappled?
Yes.
Okay, that was easy. Cool.
Is this an episode
and
about
then
grappling
I
consent?
move her away.
Okay, I'll say yeah. You
And-
grab her. Are you just gonna drag her to you?
Like you're gonna put it behind you or something.
Sort of, yeah, sort of behind me,
So,
sort of thing, and then
Miss
let it
Snack
go.
in her normal fairy form is still considerably bigger than Scabatha currently is. Your hand can cover all of Scabatha. Your hand cannot cover all of Miss Snack. Now, according to the rules, if she breaks melee engagement, which she's currently in, Miss Snack should receive an attack of opportunity.
But it's forced movement.
It's still movement.
Protected
Oh,
by a
so
giant
if-
ape hand.
If I grappled Scabatha, would she get attacks of opportunity from them
Yes.
instead?
If she
Oh
was
my
dragged,
god, that's so good. Just start moving them
That's-
around.
if she leaves melee range, if you had moved Scabatha out of their melee range, they would have got attack of opportunity.
Sorry,
To-
that's a house rule I didn't know.
No, that's just how the game works. That's
Forced
what attacks of
movement doesn't-
opportunity are.
Provoke. Anyway.
Listen here, you fucking little shit.
Oh, he looked into the camera for that one. I felt the
talk-
heat on that one.
Yeah,
Usually
in
that's
the
what
parking
fingers
thing.
pointing at me.
Talk
I'll
about
take
this
the
later,
bad
young
card.
man. Yes, you can drag Snack back to you then. Sure.
Wow. Wow.
Fine.
Wow. You
So
bullied him into
she's
submission. Wow. Good on
behind-
you, Egg. Good on you,
Behind
Egg. Breaking the
giant
rules
monkey.
to get what you want. Good on you.
It's the rules.
Pardon, sorry.
I'm just because my turn's coming up shortly. I'm just wondering where she's going to end up. That was all.
I've just placed her sort of on top of the ape model.
So she's sort of got some protection from potential future attacks from King Kong there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Google it. D&D 5e forced movement attack of opportunity.
Oh fuck, he's
Well,
still
oh
going.
my
She's
God, he's
still
looking it up.
moving. Out of range. I don't care if they fix the player's handbook later. Okay.
Sorry, I've got ambient
Oh,
dog
it's
snoring
alright.
happening.
It's
The
alright.
dog
That
has
is
given up on
alright.
this conversation.
Why didn't you mention?
I will concede. You know what? Egg, have a good boy card.
I hope you have another character rolled.
Egg, you can
Because
have.
usually on the hit list, I think you just took my spot. Thank
Egg,
you.
could you please note down not dead yet?
Oh shit!
Yes.
What
not
does
me,
that
finally.
mean? What
Egg,
does
at
that
any
mean?
time, if you would reduce, if damage would reduce you to 0 hit points, instead you can fall to 1.
Oh, he just gave you a get out of jail free card. That's lovely.
Okay, you can just hold on to
You
that.
didn't even have to get a tattoo for it.
Get a fucking- is that the end of your turn, Albert? I'll let you grapple her.
Yeah.
You have Snack with you.
Yeah, I'll just stay there.
You're just gonna stay where you are.
Yeah, I'll let go of the grapple on Snack though. But yeah.
So
Okay, so
no
drag
more
her over
movement
to you,
then,
but
just to
let
be
her
clear.
sort of let her do her own thing.
Oh god, I wasn't expecting King Kong to move just then. That just scared the shit out of me.
Sorry, I was
It just
trying
was
to go
happening
sad.
right because that model's so big. It's like taking up this much of the real estate on my second screen. It moved. Shit.
Okay, after you, Albert, is the getaway gang. You guys hear a third scream pierce through the rest.
Oh no, really? Is there any of the getaway? They're pretty rubbish at getting away if they're all dead.
They're the stay and die gang.
You know,
They've got a new
it's
name.
almost as if you guys had a job to do and you fucking fucked it.
We
we were doing it.
distracted.
Oh, we're the distraction.
distraction.
I would argue that
That is
we're
a
a pretty
job.
bloody good
We've done
distraction.
a really good job.
Have you?
We've
doesn't sound
distracted
good.
literally everyone and
From
unheard of things
on
that
the
we're not even
plan,
aware of yet.
We
to all
followed the
come and try and
plan.
fuck us
We
up.
went to the
No, it's
market.
the
We
unheard
came to
of
see
things you haven't-
Scabatha.
The unheard of things you haven't heard of yet are the
Well,
things.
how can we hold
have-
accountable for the things we don't know about? It's like you're really shit at that thing you didn't know was happening.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, I
you
didn't
know
want to do that
Plan
thing I
to
didn't
the
know about.
exact
So, ha.
T, but you're stupid.
Yeah, but you suck.
luggage.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
All right. Can I please do just a level 1 healing word on to Snack? She should be within range for that.
Yeah, healing
Wait,
word. Yeah.
what type of action is that? Sorry.
Oh, God damn it.
Don't
It's a
poke the
bonus
ape.
action. I thought that was a normal action. God damn it! I was reading all of this before I started. Okay,
Do it
no,
as a
let's
bonus
not do that
action.
then.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
use
you gonna
bonus
let me do
action
that because I was
anytime.
gonna do a second level cure wounds then.
Oh, okay.
I'll do it legitimately. I'll do second level cure wounds.
I'll be nice and move Snack from where she was. Because cure wounds.
Oh,
is
she
tough.
wasn't within reach.
I'll move her forward 1 square. So she is
Alright.
now.
All right, and that's a 1d8 plus my spell casting modifier. So I've got for cure wounds level
Misses?
2, it's 2d8 plus 7.
2d8 plus 7. Yep. So how much does she heal?
Hang on.
How much do you heal our
Roll
bottom?
the new dice.
Ooh, new dice. Where's the new dice cam?
13.
13.
Yep.
Snack, you heal 13 points of damage
Okay.
as Luggage's radiant fluid washes over you.
Radiant fluid.
Fluid.
Wait,
Why? Especially with this group, Jay. Come on.
Oh,
I
he
love
did that
the
deliberately.
reference.
There was no accident there. You deserve a good
That's
boy
some
card
type
for
of
that,
stab.
Jay.
No, it's
Well,
okay. I
You deserve
Oh,
a
do
I
good
was
I?
card
gonna
for
say
that.
he deserves a bag boy.
Oh, thank you.
No, that was funny. That made me laugh.
Ooh, that's a good
And
one. I
then
like that one.
and then secondly, I've got my bonus for the spirit weapon that is going
Yes.
to attack Scabatha.
Yep. Go ahead and make it. So it's your spell attack modifier for the spirit weapon.
Yeah. So that was it was at level 2 that it was cast, so it's a D8 plus 3. Hang on, sorry.
No, that's okay. Take your time.
You roll to attack first. So D20 plus.
Yeah, D20 20 plus 6.
Mhm.
Oh, that's such a satisfying dice. 21.
21. Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh.
All right.
Damage,
And then
damage.
1d8 plus 3. 7.
7 points of damage. Very interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's very.
Oh,
very
these metal dice are very
interesting.
satisfying to roll.
You watch as your spiritual weapon comes over and hacks away once again at the 4-inch tall Scabatha. You can see she is broken and bloodied. One of her arms is like just shredded to pieces. Her clothes are being ripped off. She's covered in her own gore. She's not doing good, guys. She is now at
Good.
half health.
Half health?
Now?
Yeah, hang on.
136 is
I'm
half
joking.
health?
I
I'm
was gonna say, you
joking.
just said after my turn she's at 150 damage, and now
347 is half health? Holy
At your
shit.
turn, she was at 140. She is now at 147
147.
damage now.
Okay.
147.
Close enough.
And that's half health.
No, that
No,
was a dumb
that's
joke.
not
Oh,
spooked out of
Um,
that. He was just trolling us.
Yeah.
That's my turn. That is all I can do.
That's all you can do. Okay. At the
Boy.
end of
I
your turn,
puckered up so quickly when he said that. I was like,
Snack.
I
what?
was just going, run! Fucking run!
I was like,
Ms. Snack. You
All right.
stand. You
I
have
want
received
Snack.
healing from
You're
luggage.
blowing up.
You can
You're
see
out of-
to your left behind you. You can see the massive form of the shambling mound and a ever defiant Zenfire ready to face off against it in glorious combat. You can see luggage currently facing off against the lovely Scabatha.
She's not lovely. You can piss right off with that.
You can also see Rennick running away, and an ape being a fucking ape, doing ape shit.
doing ape
Yeah.
Didn't even consider the fact that an ape wouldn't think to grab her and pull her out of danger. Because again, it's a fucking ape. But you know what? It's fine.
Oh yeah, because you
Okay,
do have the.
so-
I like
I
the lead
just
up, which was the
briefly
Bear
forgot
Maiden.
that he has the brain of an ape. He just knows that you guys are friends and the other guys are painful. He doesn't know. Probably get her out of here, yeah. But that's fine.
She looks bad off. Let's get her behind
I think he was just curious and he wanted a closer look. That's all.
Yeah, he was sure. She had a cupcake and she doesn't.
Exactly.
Anymore.
It was banana flavored. Don't worry about it.
She
All
had
right,
brown-
Snack. Fuck this shit up.
I'm going to break my concentration on egg.
Oh
Hey.
no. Bye bye.
Albert Ape Meister. You stand tall and defiant, beating your chest. When all of a sudden, the glory of being an ape, the power that comes with it, fades away, and you are once again left in your. Some would say useless. Others would say hideous, possibly. Depending on what you're into. Humanoid body.
Oh dear.
That's
This
effective.
is why you don't argue with the DM, Egg.
Full plate armor. Back to your.
I don't have full plate armor.
You don't. Yeah, I know.
He was going to give you armor.
Saying the
Uh, it is the.
Jay.
Look,
You
it is.
specifically gave it
You're
to,
the one who has to get the DMs from him, Jay.
Look, it
the
is.
fucking plate armor.
I will say right now, it is my greatest triumph that you don't.
Oh,
You are a
God.
paladin without plate armor, and it brings me joy. Big
Jay,
armor.
can I
does
he
say
already
it
has
brings
plate
me
armor.
no joy. It brings me so little joy.
Those are our paladin things. Big armor, big swords, lots of smites, and you just only have 2 of those. Okay, Albert Eggmeister, you are once again without your ape form. You, even after you turn back for Albert, you feel like bananas. Something about it. A bit hungry. Snack, what else would you like to do with your turn? You can just stop concentrating on that. It's not an action or anything.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go towards the screams.
Okie dokie, so you're just going to fly your way over there?
Yep.
Okay. What's your total speed?
Fucking quick.
Fly.
I think it's like 30 or something.
I thought yours would be higher because you're flying, but
Are you going to use your action to dash? No. So player characters with a fly speed, with the exception of Aarakocra, because they actually get a reduced movement speed on the ground, their fly speed equals their movement speed. Aarakocra is the one exception, because Aarakocra only have 25-foot movement speed on the ground because they have like talons and they can't walk properly. They're faster in the air, but every other creature 30 feet in the air, 30 feet on the ground. Do you want to use your action to dash? So you can get about there if Spa moves the map. I don't know if he did. But you can get a ways over there, so you can sort of spot the kids in the distance. Would you like to dash to get closer? That'll be your
Yes,
action, though.
please.
That'll be your action if you do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can get to there, dashing. As you charge over, Snack, flying past the massive deck, you see to your left there is a pen with sheep. Lots and lots and lots of sheep. They don't look like sheep. As you go past Granny Nightshade's garden and you go forward, you can see a mushroom patch. You can see this is basically a woodland basin filled with plants and fungi that stretches out along this entire side. There is a pumpkin patch at one end of the garden next to a streaming compost heap with ramshackle pens for pigs and goats at the opposite end. You can see a bunch of bedraggled scarecrows that clearly once hung from wooden stakes. Now you can see, however, a group of children, anywhere between 15 and 20, trying to run directly from Loomlurch towards the forest. And you can see those scarecrows are on 2 legs chasing them down. Each scarecrow is holding this giant, sickle, scythe, basically, as they are charging after these kids. As you get there, you watch as... Let me just make sure that I don't fuck this up. Gotta make sure that I get my own cannon right. Or not, I fucked my own cannon up so many times already. Who gives a damn? Cannon is what I say it is. You watch as Sloane, the last of the getaway gang. You can see the rest of the getaway gang, Xenor and Bobby, are nowhere to be seen. Sloane was the female wood elf with the red hair. You watch as Sloane is standing there with a rusted old dagger in one hand, and then the other, you could see it's this strange contraption you've never seen before. It kind of has a similar, just something about it reminds you of luggage. It's like this, a handle like a crossbow with a long silver or metallic barrel. And you can see some sort of strange I don't know what to call it, like hammer on the end. You watch as Sloane, so Sloane is at the back of the kids. The kids are running and she's like trailing behind them. Sloane turns around to the scarecrow behind her, raises the device and pulls a trigger on it. You watch as there is a blast of flame and explosive noise that shoots out from the barrel of her flintlock. You watch as the head of the scarecrow and explodes into feathers. Sloane lowers the flintlock with this cocky expression as that scarecrow swings its scythe at her. So Sloane is a child. Sloane is maybe 11 years old. As the scythe connects with her, you recoil for a second. Like, you don't want to stop watching because you want to protect these kids. It's what you're doing here. But you look away for a second. You blink. You don't want to see what's about to happen. As the scythe meets Sloane's neck, there is a yeah, and you watch as Sloane disappears, and where she was standing, there is just a collection of bubbles that are just floating off into the air. You can see her flintlock is sitting on the ground where she was. You can also see a few feet away from her, you can see a wooden, like, mallet. It would be basically like a two-handed maul for a child, which you did see Xenor leaning on at one point. And you can also see a pair of what would have been short swords sized for a children, which were I've forgotten his name. What was his name? Bobby, the male dwarf. They were his short swords. You can see several other little objects and trinkets that appear to have been left behind by kids who were a little bit too slow. You can see, counting total, you can see 9 kids running into the forest at the moment. The scarecrows, there are 5 of them, and they are trailing those kids fast. Would you like to do anything else this turn?
Set those motherfuckers on fire.
Yeah, this is where you get to
Fireball.
fuck shit up.
Fireball.
You
You
can
pick
blast shit as
quicken
much
spell,
as you
right?
want.
Quicken fireball, yeah.
She could quicken fireball. I will point out that the
I haven't swapped a thing for leveling up yet. I was going to leave that till later.
pardon, sorry?
Swapped out. I haven't swapped out any spell like I can do at the moment.
That's okay.
'cause-
You guys have to level up before, so if you want, I'll let you do it on the fly. It doesn't bother me at all. If there's a spell that you want and one that you're not really that bothered by, just go ahead and take it, and we'll sort it out later. You guys did level up, like, in a session, so we're good. We can be loose with what spells you do and don't have at the moment. One spell, anyway. So yeah, if there's a spell you want, go ahead and add it, and you can swap it out for another one later. It's all good. No bother to me.
Fuck.
How
yeah, look.
spread out? Are they all the scarecrows all together? Or are they spread out?
Kind of. 3 of them are right next to each other. One of them is over by the kids. So the kids are trailing about... Sorry, I'm just rearranging the map so that the kids actually represent where they are. They are close to the woods. The scarecrows are just close to them. So one of the scarecrows is trailing back a fair bit. Another 3 are sort of near each other. And one of them is right behind the kids. One of them is like within reach to hit 1 or 2 of the kids. That was the one that Sloane fired her flintlock at, but that one's away from the others. So there's like
I've got
3
it as
grouped
zoomed in
together.
so I can make it for you, Snack.
Yeah, one away,
Thanks,
one
Gary.
away. They're a weird color, sorry, with the dirt that they're standing on. Yeah.
And how far? Where's the center? It's like 20 feet. Kind of hit them all.
So if you were to, I don't know, need to try and hit a 20-foot area sphere for whatever reason, can't possibly imagine what you're thinking, you could, without hurting any children.
Oh, there's one kid caught in that blast, so.
Yeah, you
Snack
could get
and
4
start the fire.
You
Ooh,
could
4
get
of them.
You could get 4. You could get the one that's trailing behind, the one that is right next to the kids, and 2 of the ones in the group without hitting any of the children.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Come on, blow shit up.
You could get
Yes!
4 of the 5.
Come on, Snack.
Based on
Fucking do it.
come on,
If you
chat,
like-
chant with us. Fuck shit up. Fuck
Fuck
shit.
shit up. Fuck
Alright,
shit
well,
up.
I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking big
That's what we love
surprise
to
there,
hear.
eh?
Jay's shocked.
I'm blown off my feet. I had no idea what she was possibly gonna do.
Burn those
Uh,
bitches down.
Snack, could you please I'm not even gonna roll damage. They have vulnerability to fire, and minimum damage will kill them.
They're made of hay.
Yes!
Okay.
They're made of hay. What does this look like? Describe your fireball. We're not going to mention the fact that you're actually technically too far away to cast fireball where you want to cast it. But for the sake of this cool
150 feet. Am I
Oh,
too
wait,
far
no.
for 150 feet?
Yeah, no, sorry, you are. I always forget that fireball has such a fucking long cast range. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Smells
distant
terrible.
spell too, or something.
Yeah, she does.
ridiculous.
Oh, this
Yeah, I can add distance to a spell.
sorcerer is a
Snack's going Super
terrifying thing to
Saiyan.
get going.
Jesus Christ. Holy
I always
shit.
forget that like sorcerers have this like steep ramp when it comes to power. Like sorcerers in the low levels, like yeah, and then you hit like 8, 9, 10. You're like, I am God now. Fear my power.
Snack God.
What does this fireball look like? Please describe how does Snack cast fireball? What does your fireball look like, Snack?
Oh,
Frosting.
I don't know. I was
Flammable.
gonna say a gobstopper.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, describe it for me. Just describe what does it look like when you actually cast the spell? What happens? Be as creative or not creative as
I
you
don't
like.
know. Oh, I'm trying to think. All I can think of is just like this big ass like gobstopper just dropping.
Like a meteor
You-
just
As it drops,
Yeah,
it's
just-
like
yeah,
the
just like
chocolate
a fucking-
fountain and the
yeah,
melted
just
tail of the
dropping.
larvan-like Jaffa starts hurling towards these fuckers made of straw.
Because
Oh,
those gobstoppers are
liquid goop.
really hard to break.
That was good, Zenfire. Look at you guys all working together. Okay, you raise your hand and click your fingers, and you watch as from the sky there is a twinkle above you as the sun is beginning to dim. You're heading into twilight now. As the first stars are becoming visible on this like purpley blue sky, a single twinkle, and then a shape. And the shapes get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, man,
As-
what's this thing?
An enormous gobstopper. Rainbow, blue and yellow and pink. It's bubblegum flavor. Bubblegum's not a flavor, guys. Gum can taste like anything, but that's fine. Slams into the grounds outside of Loomlurch. All of you feel the ground under you shake. None of you know what just happened. Only Snack is aware of this. As you watch as 4 of the scarecrows are
Oh
Is this
shit, they're
right?
disappearing.
they
Candy.
Okay,
They
let's get rid of them off the list. Okay, SC1, SC2,
The remaining
SC3,
scarecrow
SC4.
turns towards you. It looks at you. It looks at the children. It looks back at you. And then it just flumps over in a pile of clothes and wood and hay.
Did you
it-
scare a scarecrow to death?
It has no time for this. It is going to become inanimate. The children continue running. There was
Oh,
an
yes.
explosion
Go
behind
Snack.
you, damn it. Hey,
and cool people
Snack.
don't look at explosions.
Hey, Snack. You can have a
Holy
good boy
shit. Ooh, a good
Get
boy
behind
card.
me. Snack, you can get behind me to your inventory. You take all incoming damage for one ally this round, or let them take it for you if they're willing.
That's a good one for
You
you.
can use that whenever you like.
Please.
Great work. Great work saving those kids.
Good work, guys.
And I believe
Yeah.
our paladin is at
I mean,
full HP.
Great work saving the kids that you managed to save. We won't talk about all the ones that.
Okay.
We only talk about
Okay,
the success,
it's
not
fine.
the not.
It's fine. They went back to where they got stolen from as bubbles anyway. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I'm so
they're
glad that I
bubbles
can
the whole
finally
time.
add murdering children to my resume. It's something I've wanted for a while. It looks real good.
Okay, whoa.
Looking
I
pretty
just
good.
went dark.
That's where you draw the line, Dante. That's where you draw the line.
I'm sorry. I just spent a good.
Oh, I never said
30
I drew the
seconds-
line.
I just
wanted
spent a
to be
good
part of the
30
conversation.
seconds describing the lead up to a young elven girl of about 11 years old being beheaded, and this is where it gets started. This is the line, guys? Really?
No.
I don't think we've reached the line, to be
We've
honest.
I'll give you this. We've
Wait,
come
there's a
very far
line?
from cute big cats and custard damage. I'll give you that.
I still want one of those dimension kittens. They're so cute.
Good old Displacer Beasts. They're cuties.
Oh,
They
sorry,
are.
Displacer Beast. Sorry.
Displacer beats are so sick to have as
Okay.
you're familiar.
Snack is at the end of your turn. Action, bonus action, movement. Anything else you want to do?
I'm good.
You should
I
eat.
don't
It's
really-
been like half a turn since you've eaten something.
Back inside, as Snack is protecting children outside, a battle rages on the balcony against a shambling mound and Scabatha. But inside, something else is happening. As
I think
Elodon
I ignored.
approaches Will of the Feywild, Rennick, you're the only one who sees it because you're the only one anywhere near the door who isn't trying to murder a hag right now. Like, who isn't got a hag in their face. You watch as Will of the Feywild falls to the ground. As Elodon reaches within 5 feet of him. Will's body begins to disappear.
Oh dear.
As if there's like some sort of strange smoke. Or like, I don't know how to describe it. How would I describe it properly for you guys? It's just
I
this
just think
strange
about
like dust coming off him.
Will's
Is
models.
it kind of like from
It has disappeared, hasn't it? Man, it's almost as if I'm leading up to something.
Oh, sorry. I think
Yeah.
last
No,
we
that's
had
okay.
the-
Yeah, I'm
you know what
I'm the
talking
one
about,
who
the models were.
Is
yeah,
it
okay.
like from
That's
Guardians
all.
of the Galaxy, the first movie, when they're all talking touching
Yeah.
the Power Stone and they're slowly turning to dust?
We are.
kind of,
thing?
yeah. And you watch as where Will was standing, as the strange dust begins to clear. A creature begins to rise. I heard several of you audibly crow.
I sighed. I
And
sighed
that makes me
loudly.
so happy that that is the reaction I'm getting at this point.
Well,
Like,
Jay,
you're
you can
all
go ahead and give
so-
yourself a point of inspiration.
You're all so done with my bullshit at this point. And
No, I'm just
so-
looking like,
No,
how many more
just look-
things are going to come into this fucking battle?
So Jay's just standing there, and another one, and
Yeah.
another one.
It's like a
So I
Denver
think this
battle
battle's
in
gonna
the
last
90s.
another session.
honestly, probably.
Again, we still haven't finished round 3, and we're here.
Red glowing
Yeah, we
eyes. Green skin. No. Not green skin. It has like this
A dragon.
parts red, parts grey. The glowing eyes begin to shift color to greens and blues. Large horns off the end.
Oh.
You can see it has these two enormous arms coming out of the shoulders with like crab pincers and 2 smaller ones coming out of its abdomen. As Will's curse ends and he reverts back to his actual form.
Oh, the curse was making him Will. Okay.
As
Is that a
Will's
good curse?
childish visage, this fake form that he was forced to inhabit by Elodon, disappears, and his memories of years spent in the underworld, years spent torturing and murdering, come back. You can see a fury in his eyes. Holding out one of these clawed hands, a massive glaive is summoned.
Oh, man.
And this Oni is going to go ahead and
Okay,
charge the
oh,
unicorn.
That was the only thing that you mentioned.
I don't have a mini for an Oni. Oni in D&D 5e are fucking terrifying. Their art is...
Why
the
am I
worst.
always close to the freaking scary things?
He is going to go ahead and make
Don't
2
know.
attacks with his glaive against Elodon.
So where does he fit in the initiative order going forward, Jay?
He stays on Will's, just to make it easy.
Okay, so he stays on the 10. Thank you.
still-
So just before you.
So
Yeah.
that will be a 15 and a 12. Both will hit Eladon.
Oh, how shit's Eladon's armor?
Eladon's not wearing armor. I mean, he is, but his natural
That's a
armor
Rennick
class for
armor,
being a
right.
unicorn is
Oh,
actually
because
yeah.
he was
higher.
yeah, because he was in that butler
Oh.
form.
Come on, Eladon, you knew this was coming.
Yeah, go wave your alicorn at him.
17.
Yeah, you're the
20.
one that cursed him. You're like, oh,
I
Okay,
just
so
want to see him walk over and just like stab this thing to death with its horn in his hand. Like,
21, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, for a total of 36 points of damage. You watch as the
Ooh,
glaive is stabbed and thrown out in the direction of Eladon. Eladon seems taken aback. Like, Eladon seemed confident a second ago. He seems terrified now. Rennick, he looks back at you and you just see him mouth, fuck. As this creature just starts
Great.
swinging this
Small
enormous weapon at Eladon. Eladon is an elf, and he is a unicorn. He is deft and quick. He is ducking and dodging his way around these blows, but he is getting caught every now and again. He's trying to parry with his rapier and duck under and jump over blows, but you watch as cut after cut get through his defenses. Eladon seems outmatched by this right now. The end of Will's turn. It's gonna.
Why?
Guess what, guys? Guess whose turn it is?
Goblins.
like it.
hags.
It's the one goblin.
The one goblin.
Hey,
Is
Jay, I
that
got a
goblin
quick
over with the
question for you.
dragons? Is that where the
You
glass
watch
goblin
as
is?
sit around a breakfast table. Pinky, as his name is, eats with his beautiful wife. Their two beautiful kids.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
radio
Don't do this
behind
to
them.
me.
Tony,
The
It's
radio
Tony
behind
all
them
over
blares
again.
the morning news. Their nice little suburban house.
Oh fuck!
He's got to go to work in a few hours, but you know it's worth it. He's been working a lot lately, taking extra hours, doing a lot of overtime, but you know they just got a new car. They've moved into a new neighborhood. It's a new job. He really wants to impress the boss. And as Pinky, he kisses his wife on the cheek. He hugs his kids. He knows it's going to be another late one. By the time he gets home, they're all going to be asleep. He's been missing a lot lately, but he knows if he just
So
keeps
visions of his
going,
kid going, Daddy, make sure you come home safe. I will. It's a pinky promise.
as his little girl wraps her arms around Daddy's neck, and his son hands him his briefcase and his new this new device that they have called a cell phone. He
Car,
fixes
radio,
up his
cell
food a little
phone.
bit, and he looks at his kids.
God, you're milking this, aren't you?
Pinky wakes up.
That's beautiful. Keep going.
Pinky has been, if you remember, shot through a goddamn wall.
Yep.
Yep,
Get over
you
here
all remember
somewhere.
that
Screaming.
goblin.
Yeah.
Pinky wakes up. He has blood down one side of his face. You can see he has a short sword in one hand as he's laying there and dreaming of the life he always wanted. A wife and two kids and lovely little goblin suburbia. And then he remembers that he has a
Not
higher
this
calling.
day.
Sometimes good goblins have to make sacrifices. He has been called by the Moist One. And he will answer.
Oh, the voice.
Standing,
Oh, don't put
ignoring the
this on
fact,
me, Jay.
ignoring the fact that his left arm has been ripped off from the elbow, Pinky prepares to fight a demon.
Oh, Jesus.
Pinky the Goblin's going to start charging back towards the towards the Eladon to help.
I don't want to be in this session anymore.
Oh my god.
Pinky
I
the
want to go
Goblin.
back to sleep. Can I have my Mondays back, guys?
I will here.
No.
I'll make it all better.
Nope,
He's a
nope,
fat
nope.
cat.
All
He's
worth.
real fat.
All worth.
Hey,
Hi,
look, Sean,
fatty.
oh, he's purring already.
Oh,
Say
that's so
hello.
cute that he just let
Guys,
you do
thank
that.
goodness it wasn't take your kid goblin to work day
Say
today.
hello, Finch. Wave.
Do we know it
Shush.
wasn't?
Say
Shush.
hello.
Can
Oh,
you just
no,
not-
we don't.
Can you just not?
Dante,
Just
why are you
down
always
here.
trying to make me feel bad?
Actually, all of the goblins that you met were in a polyamorous relationship together. They were all also either blood brothers or sisters at the same time. So, you've
And they're all
somehow
getting married
ruined-
tomorrow.
You've somehow ruined two families at the same time.
And retiring.
Yes. It was their last day,
Yeah.
guys. It was their last day.
That's it.
Um,
The goblin looks
Jesus.
up and goes, "I'm getting too old for this shit."
Yeah.
so
Nice one, Murta.
next up,
Maybe I'm just not a good leader. Rennick shouldn't be in charge of people. Rennick shouldn't be in charge of himself because somehow I always find myself fighting fiends.
Dude, you stripped naked and shoved your bare Genasi boots against the window. You can't take. You
Yeah.
can't step back now and go,
Can you
no,
turn
I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
invisible?
So
That's a powerful package. That's all I can say.
a few things happen on
Clearly.
someone else's turn. Someone gets a good boy card. I'm going to use that good boy card. Thinking music. You recall one specific piece of lore relevant to the current situation. And I'm going to make a couple of rolls. It's someone else's turn.
Whose turn? Is it?
Okay.
I don't know. Well, Alicorn's next. Alcorn, sorry. not the
As
unicorns.
That we know
Lamorna
of.
I don't think that's what he
stands in
meant.
front of a dragon.
Oh, Lamorna, right.
Elkhorn has been eaten. He's gone. He
Oh, no.
was
No.
smacked
In my belly.
Aw.
and swallowed by this dragon.
Oh, that's
Lamorna
right, that's
stands
down.
proud and defiant. Lamorna's not a fighter. You guys met her. She's a wreck. Okay? Lamorna, guys, if I was to describe her in a sentence, it's not doing great.
In
But
need of
Lamorna has
Xanax.
Eladon. All Lamorna wanted was to find Eladon. And she did that. She has
Job
Eladon
done.
back. She's going to head back to that lake, and she is going to goddamn go there with Eladon, even if it means she has to fucking kill this dragon herself.
Kill the
Go,
dragon.
Lamorna.
Yes, do
As
it.
Lamorna reaches down and holding her staff in one hand and picks up one of the goblin's short swords. The dragon opens its mouth. As mist and poison begins to build inside. Lamorna is a unicorn. A very powerful celestial creature. But this is a dragon. She is outmatched. And even one good hit from this breath would kill her. As she opens her mouth to let a cry of defiance, a sword, tiny, broken, some would say insignificant, is thrust into the top of the dragon's mouth. As Elkhorn
Oh, yeah.
Go the dwarven toothpick.
climbs
Yes.
his way out of the mouth of the dragon,
Yes,
Oh,
Alcorn.
yeah.
screaming and cursing all the while. He got a good boy card because he rolled a natural 20 on his death save. And if you
Oh,
roll a natural
wow.
20 on a death save, you wake up with 1 hit point and get to take your full turn.
Oh,
I thought you only got 2 saves from it.
No, a fail, a natural 1 is 2 failed saves, and natural 20 is you just wake up.
Oh, cool.
Wake up. Wake
Kind of
up.
handy. And I used the card so that Elkhorn
Put on a little bit of
remembered
makeup.
how to stop a green
Why not
dragon's
give
breath
someone
from working. As Elkhorn stands in the dragon's mouth, his sword is stabbed up into the top of its stomach. He reaches back, and with Elkhorn's old, guys. Like, Miss Snack has more, a fairy has more strength than this old dwarf. But with a level of strength that does not fit him. He's not a young man. Like I said last session, Elkhorn's ready to retire. He's ready to go. And if he retires fighting a green dragon, then he bloody retires fighting a green dragon. But it's not going to be this green dragon. As Elkhorn rips out this giant sack, almost, this giant, strange organ that sits at the back of the dragon's mouth. The giant organ that lets it breathe poison and tosses it on the ground. Elkhorn leaps from the dragon's mouth, turns and is going to make his second attack, I guess.
How much damage did the
Gotta
dragon take? So the dragon's only taken 20 before this. He just lost his poison sack. What are we talking damage-wise?
That one did 50.
50?
Jesus.
And
70
now
points of
Elkhorn
damage.
is
So
going
that's
to go
sackless
ahead.
dragon.
Elkhorn's going to go ahead and make his next attack.
Holy shit. Alcorn is not going softly into the good night.
He is also going to use his. He is also going to use his feint to gain advantage on this attack, since he is not big. That is a 19. Dragon has 18 armor class. That will hit.
Good to know.
He's hitting with his
Okay.
longsword, so it is a d8 damage plus nothing because he's weak, plus an extra 2d6 for his feint.
Gotta love it when a DM likes an NPC.
I love all my NPCs.
But he's your
Except the
favorite, you
children,
told us.
obviously.
He is like of all the like. I'm gonna be honest. There are some fucking great NPCs in this adventure with some great backstories that you guys will never know. You've met some of them, and you'll never know their full backstories. But they're all brilliant and beautiful, and I love all of them. But like Elkhorn has probably the simplest and most basic backstory of all of them. But it's just so nice. he just wants to help, guys. He just wants to be a hero and die. He also wants to die, but only if it's his time. For a total of 87 points of damage done to the dragon.
87.
87 total.
Holy
Wow.
Oh, as in like that's the dragon now, the total amount the dragon,
Dragon
has taken,
total
or
altogether, yeah.
100. Okay,
Taken.
so 87.
Okay.
Not he didn't do 87.
So another 17. Yeah.
Another 17. Yeah. Next up is we're gonna go with Lamorna. It's the unicorn's turn. They take their turn together, but we'll do Lamorna first. Lamorna is gonna go ahead and why have I not been doing that? Actually, at the end of his turn, Elkhorn's, Eladon's going to use a legendary action.
Ooh.
Because I keep forgetting that dragons have those, unicorns have those guys. He's going to use a legendary action to cast Heal Self and regain 2d8 plus 2 hit points because he's hurt. 4, 2, 6, 7.
Can I have legendary action?
8 hit points. No, only if you're be good, maybe.
So who did that? Aladon. Aladon took 8 points back, did he?
Aladon healed himself, yeah.
Yep.
It is now Lamorna's turn. She is going to go ahead and I'm gonna be entirely honest. Lamorna's fucking pissed off, guys. Let me just quickly look up a spell here.
Ooh. Unicorn spell. Let's go.
Disintegrate?
It is not. She does not have Disintegrate. I apologize. She doesn't.
Is it Wish?
It is not Wish.
Meteor Swarm?
It is not. Okay. What makes you think
Prismatic
that she's a
wall.
wizard? In what way do you think? Oh yeah, this freaking this chick,
Miracle?
What's the rainbow spray one when all the different colors do different damage? Has she got that one? Rainbow sparkles or something?
Prismatic spray.
Oh, that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, mate.
Rainbow sparkles sounds like a much better name though, right? I knew if I got a close enough description, you'd know what it was.
Plane shift.
No.
Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna need a few things. From a few of you.
Mm-hmm.
Luggage.
Oh man.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Riddle me
You are
this.
attempting to save this group of children, and your overall goals, your two primary goals, the goal that brought you here originally is to lift the curses on all of you and regain the parts of you that you have lost.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that you are attempting to, how do I say, achieve is basically saving this portion of the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Luggage, would you die to achieve those goals?
Bruh,
Is Luggage willing
no.
to die to do that?
What is Death to
Yes.
a Warforged?
Rennick.
Oh, good call.
More so for the people in the party, the party itself, and the end goal, rather than necessarily the Feywild, etc. But there's
Okay.
the people in this party that
Are your first priority.
Yeah.
Rennick. If you could right now deal with the hags, but you would never be able to lift your curse, would you do it? Yes or no?
One question: is it
Nope.
saving?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes or no? It's real simple, dude. No follow-ups.
I have to check one thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Yours is the no sense of direction, which is fucking still great. But yeah, if you could right now save this portion of the Feywild and save all the people in it, but it meant you would never be able to lift your curse, would you make that choice?
Yes.
Yes. Miss Snack.
Yes.
If you could right now ensure that all of these children are safe, but you would lose all of your magic, would you do it?
Wait, what did you ask her?
Shit.
You could right now in this moment ensure that all of these children will be safe, but you would lose all your magic in the process. Would you do it?
Where are all these
Yes.
questions from?
Okay. Albert. No, Zenfire.
Yep.
Zenfire. If you, my dearest Zenfire, could ensure that your friends, Luggage, Rennick, Miss Snack, Albert, AJ, Clapperclaw,
AJ.
all of them could go home safely, but you would have to stay, would you? Is that a decision you'd be willing to make?
As in stay in
You
the
would have to stay
Feywild.
in the Feywild.
Fuck
They
yeah, I
don't
love this
leave.
place. Let's do it.
Fair enough.
You answered that question so quickly. Well, I just pondered for a
Everyone
second.
wins. I stay. There's naked goblins that wrestle all the time. There's a fucking candy store. Like, these guys are all safe. Like, what, you know?
Albert,
Sorry, I mean,
I have
no,
two
oh my
questions for
god,
you,
the
Albert.
terror, the horror.
because there's a
Oh,
question
shit.
I don't actually think I know, because obviously I'm not entirely. Your characters were things you'd already created before I'd agreed to DM for you, so I think I've asked this, but it's not in my notes. Albert, what god do you follow? Just out of curiosity, no reason, not important
I
really.
didn't even
You haven't picked a god yet?
think.
If not god, what
I don't-
principle or ideal?
Dog
Paladin
Paladins
can
don't
worship
need
principles and
gods, so I
ideals.
didn't.
Paladins
don't.
aren't
Well,
religious. Is that what you're going to say?
But-
No, they're not.
A
They
paladin
follow-
does
they
still
follow
have
a
to take an
oath.
oath to something. What did you take your oath to? When you swore your oath, so when a paladin will swear an oath, they will swear their oath with their specific tenets, but they will swear that oath to, say, a god or a concept or an ideal or an entity. What did you swear
Okay.
your oath to? Not the oath itself. What did you swear it to? It can be something as abstract as truth or justice, or something more divine and very specific.
Oh, the metric system.
I'm gonna be honest.
Imperial.
Yeah.
The callback to a week's worth of chat. To the messages.
Like,
I want
when
my
you watch
Monday
this
mornings
later,
back, boys.
it's for you.
Oh my god. Oh,
Egg.
that was so good.
What did you swear your oath to?
Yeah, it's the Oath of the Ancients. So Oath
that is
of like nature, basically.
Excuse me.
Probably like more the good sort of things about nature, like the music and bright colors and fun times.
Okay.
But
General revelry, the kind of things you might find in abundance in the Feywild.
yeah.
The actual question I needed to ask you:
Oh shit.
if you could end all this right now, your friends could go back, curses ended. You could go back, curse ended.
All right.
The hags deposed and disposed of, Zyblina once again in charge, and all of Prismere, this beautiful place with all of the beautiful people, Morgoth the Bullywug, Clapperclaw, AJ, Sue Harabax, all these amazing people that you've met and made friends with. If you could save everyone and make
Yeah,
everything
that'd
the
be
way
good.
it should be,
Yeah, I'd do that. All right.
would you forsake your oath to do it?
Fuck.
Oh no!
My
Don't!
God.
Don't!
I
I
want
was
all of
scared
you
you were
to
gonna
know
ask
that
him that.
of all the questions I've asked, this is kind of the most.
If you fucking say you like turn
Yeah.
to the imperial system, buddy,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm not talking to you no more.
Are you saying we're not friends, Dante?
No, give him a chance to think about it.
No, yeah,
That's
well,
a
you're
big
fine,
one
right? It's
for
okay.
that's a big one for Egan. That's a big one for Albert.
Oathbreaker's pretty cool, but the threats.
Would you forsake your oath to make everything the way it should be? To put everything
4
back.
yeses and 1 no. I'm okay with that. Just saying.
Let him decide.
Oh, what's the
I would like to point out.
devotion?
I will let you know.
Ancient.
You do
sorry.
have. You do currently have. If I'm just tallying, like Rennick said, 4 yeses and 1 no. If I was to tally up the total number of X to Y, or in this case, yeses to nos, if I want to put it like that, which I don't,
Oh, there's maths.
the total number actually currently equals 2 nos to 7 yeses.
What? 2
So
plus
he's
2 is
doing
4.
he's
Take away
putting
1,
yes
that's
and
3.
no to
Quick
some
maths.
Yeah,
NPCs.
that
Well,
makes
names.
sense.
But really, if
I may also be putting yes and nos to previous actions this party has taken
Ah,
up until
okay.
this point.
if I didn't
Oh, man. That's
if I
gigabrain.
didn't do that, like take the opportunity to do that, though, I'd kind of be breaking my oath. To like
I will
be the light.
clarify. To
So
achieve that goal, would you be willing to break your oath in an attempt to achieve it? So, yes, whilst doing that would. Okay, so for example, part of a paladin's oath might be to never murder the innocent, but to murder the innocent might still be able to achieve them a noble goal, if that clarifies something. Would you be willing to forsake your oath and do something against your oath and get rid of it
well,
to achieve that specific goal?
like my oath.
When it comes to paladin oaths, your intention does not matter. What matters is action.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
be willing to take action
But
that forsakes your oath?
It's also all my paladin power.
You're right, you would lose smite. What's a paladin without his smite? You'd basically just be a fighter, and what kind of fucking dwarf wants that? I'm sorry, Zenfire, I love you.
That's okay.
Yeah, in terms of Albert, I think he's using his oath as more of a tool to get what he wants. So he would give up the oath if he got
Okay.
Yeah, all that. Yes.
So that is a total of 8 yeses. I'm realizing now it's 2 nos. I was gonna make it 3. I was gonna count the raft, but I'm not that mean.
Do whatever you need to do, boss.
All of you are willing to sacrifice something. Some of you, everything for this. Some of you have already come close to that. One of you gave up his life for a unicorn, or came damn near close to doing that. Lamorna is going to break off her alicorn.
Oh no.
Oh,
And
what?
make a wish.
Holy heck.
No.
I need to look up the specific wording of this spell. Double check that she can do. Yeah. Okay. You all okay. You all wake up. It is another beautiful spring morning in Thither. You all feel well rested. Yesterday was difficult. You guys have had fights before, but never anything like that. Loomlurch itself was like this weird, twisted monster. But you overcame it.
Wait,
You beat it. As you all wake up in the small little hut that was very hastily put together using magic for you by Elodon. Simple beds on the banks of the river, of the lake. You all just get this nagging feeling like you're missing something. You all remember the fight to a point.
Oh no.
You all remember this surge of magic. You remember there was a flash of light. You remember feeling powerful. Not much after that. But you won. You remember? Did you beat Scabatha? Yes, you beat Scabatha. The shambling mound, it's dead. The dragon, dead. You hear grumbling from beside you, a small sleeping bag, next to which rests a large backpack, a sword, a shield, a large horned helm. Go the fuck back to sleep. Some of us want to sleep in. As Elkhorn pulls his sleeping bag over his head. You have all been roused by the smell of food cooking outside this small hovel that has been built for you. It smells like eggs. Sounds like eggs outside. What would you like to do?
Randick is already there. I heard eggs. I'm there, brother.
Rennick, you walk out and you see Elodon standing before you. You can see that he is still in that elven form, a little different. His hair is a little shorter and sort of tied up in a bun at the back. You can see he's wearing just a simple, no longer this strange, garish mix of armor and formal wear. It's like simple white shirt, brown pants, that's it. And he is basically got like a relatively largish fire with a large hot plate over the top, with various foods cooking. You do see that he is cooking meat. Sorry, he's cooking eggs, but that is the only animal-based dish he is cooking. Everything else is completely vegetarian. You watch as you see
faking.
standing nearby, as you all one by one get up. Luggage, how are you feeling?
A little bit dazed and confused, and slightly lost.
You hear outside as everyone else wanders out. You're the last one left for a second. You feel this. You don't know something. Rennick, you in no time find your way to those eggs. It's not a problem.
Not bad for a guy with no direction.
You know,
I
He
followed my
completely
nose.
knows.
it's so funny you should mention that. Luggage. Even Elkhorn gets up and wanders out. And you hear voices talking. You hear Lamorna and Eladon talking about, look, I'm just saying, like, you want to cook them a vegetarian breakfast, but you're going to use eggs? He said, we're vegetarian, not vegan. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, like, kind of like, if you're going to go halfway, you might as well go whole hog. Like, the only animal thing we eat is eggs. I'm sure we can deal without eggs. There are days where I really wish I was back with Scabatha.
Aw.
You don't mean that. I might. No, you don't. I might though. As those two have a little squabble to themselves and a little joke. You hear laughing, luggage of children playing. You all, as you exit, Rannick and everyone else, see Little Oak, the large tree at the edge of the forest nearby, with several children running around at its base. You do not spot all of the Feywild, nor do you spot the getaway gang amongst them. But the children appear merry and happy and safe. Luggage, there is a brief moment where you just consider shutting back down and going back to bed. Then you hear two voices. One of them says, I'm sorry, okay, look, I get lost easily. I don't have an actual head. Okay, so you can either shut up and get over it, or I can put you back on the other side of the wall. Look, it's not my fault. Okay, look, I was just saying there was a nightmare and we walked for like 12 hours. It was a lot. I have
Did you
like
let the
half a
thieves walk?
skeleton left. As you hear the voices of both Clapperclaw and AJ once again bickering like an old married couple outside.
Yes.
As your party once again reunites, you can see that there's something different. Everything's the same, but the lake doesn't have that. There was this almost mystical quality to the lake before, like this unnatural shimmer in the water, the way there always seemed to be the perfect amount of sun, just the right breeze. It was always the perfect temperature for this serene beauty. That's still there, but just it doesn't feel. It feels more natural now. You were all served breakfast, AJ included. Rennick, you can't find Gloam anywhere. You saw him. He was in his backpack. He was in your backpack during the battle at Loomlurch.
What's that cat doing?
Normally he'll sleep on you, if not next to you. He wasn't there when you woke up, and he doesn't appear to be around anywhere. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna ask around if anyone's seen Gloom.
Other than the party, who, just so you guys know, I'll let you all know that you haven't. No one seems to have. You even asked the kids; they haven't.
I'm gonna see if there's maybe any tracks he left.
You look around. It doesn't appear to be. He was a cat, though, so that's not necessarily surprising.
No. Start calling out for him?
Yeah, you start calling out for him, but you're not entirely. You get no response.
Wait, isn't there an item that I can talk? Oh no, I think I'd have to see him.
Rennick, you're pretty sure that if you wanted to, you could walk to Loomlurch from here. You remember the route. You're pretty confident you could get there. That fact doesn't surprise you as much as it should, though.
It doesn't surprise me as much as it should?
No.
He's legitimately confident, not like Rennick false confidence.
He's legitimately just, yeah, you could probably get there. You remember the way. You guys went on sort of a convoluted path to avoid the main roads, but you remember the layout of the woods from here well enough that you could
The last
What,
time I did
what?
stuff
pretty
like
sure you
this,
know
I
the
always
difference.
get punished for leaving the party. So rules of
Yeah, Rennick,
3.
You're pretty sure you know the
I'll
difference.
go with you if you
All
want.
right, yeah. I'll go with Albert. Let's start walking that way, since my character doesn't
Albert-
seem surprised.
Rennick, as the two of you begin walking, you spot something. And that is that, Albert, you spot that Rennick looks a little different now.
He's got clothes on.
That is, well, I mean, that's up to him. That's entirely up to him.
Perfect.
No, you notice that something about his clothes actually just seem weird. The leather seems darker on his armor. Strange. You also notice that he has a tail.
Rennick's a furry, confirmed.
Wait, have Gloom and Rennick merged? Sorry, I'm not there. I'm not there. Sorry, luggage isn't there.
Furry
That was above the
mode
table.
Where'd that
activated.
come from?
Yeah, sorry. I want to let this conversation
That's
play
okay.
out. I'm in
Um,
rapture.
Rennick's a VTuber?
Looking at
All right,
him,
back to Albert and Rennick.
you notice that Albert. You notice that it takes you a second to realize that it's not actually Rennick who has a tail. The tail appears to be coming off his armor.
You're wearing gloam? That's
Shh,
cruel.
you're not there.
Oh, come on.
You do, as you sort of start walking away, begin hearing a meowing from behind you.
I do.
Yes, it appears Gloam has curled up literally in the fire. He's undead, it doesn't hurt him. You just missed him because you didn't think to look in fire.
Gloom is
Oh,
in the
of course.
fire.
He's in the fire, it's warm now, yeah. It was a cold night.
Why wasn't that
Uh,
the
Get the
first
heck out of
place
there,
you
dude!
looked?
He just goes back to sleep, he ignores you.
Is Albert? Albert, are you addressing this tail at all? Sorry,
I
it's
don't
above
see
the
it, so I'm
table.
gonna keep going.
Rennick, you
What?
spot it. As you spin around, you
What's
hit
up
it.
with your tail, dude?
I hit it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
At that moment, as you're looking at it, you look down and notice that you're wearing a completely different set of leather armor to the one you were yesterday.
He's a mog. He's half man,
Your
half
set of leather
dog.
armor is completely different.
Oh, I had simple leather armor.
Snack, how are you feeling this morning?
Hungry.
Snack, you begin digging around in your bag, looking for snacks. I shouldn't have to say that. Of course you are. What else would you be doing?
Implied.
And you begin panicking. You have the same stern, set face you always do, as you're determined to find some damn snacks. And you find some.
Brownies?
Find one. Snack, it has been a very long time since you ran out of snacks. A very long time. In fact, never. You've never run out of snacks. It's your name. Like, that's your thing. You need to have snacks. And in this moment, you realize you've run out of snacks. They're right at the bottom of your backpack. You find a candy cane. And as you pull the candy cane out of your backpack, the candy cane just keeps going. And going. And going. And going. As you pull a 5-foot-long candy cane out of your backpack. On the head of the candy cane, it splits into 2 U shapes, and set between them is like the head of like a lollipop, like a rainbow lollipop. As you pull this giant snack out and stare at it for a second, you feel this weird energy coming off, this strange sort of power emanating from this snack. Snack, for the first time in 15, probably around 20 years, you smile. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session, guys.
Oh.
I got my smile back.
Oh.
You got your smile back. Rennick got back his sense of direction. And both of you are no longer cursed with the, as we've seen many times, debilitating ability to not be able to tie any damn rope. To
Is this
very
real?
quickly answer someone's question, would all of you like to let a certain person in chat know what your races and classes are?
Yes. I'm a rogue air genasi.
Zen
I'm a
Fire-
fairy sorcerer.
Fairy sorcerer, yep.
I'm a mountain dwarf fighter.
My human paladin?
Warforged cleric.
Very
Yeah,
well
he plays
balanced.
everybody else.
I am
Literally
the rest of
everybody.
the world. I am the Feywild. Thanks for that, guys. That was fun.
Oh, so many
Question
questions.
happens.
I have so many questions, but I want to ask you once the stream's over.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I think I'm gonna try and keep everything a little. I'm usually pretty open with information, but you guys will figure it out next session, I'm sure.
Before we end the stream, can I ask? I just have two questions that came out of our
Yeah,
interaction.
go ahead.
If you want me to leave it till next week, I can leave it.
Ask as many as you want. I got all night.
So you had luggage at the moment was left alone in the room and felt something, but he didn't know what. And I know you've been deliberately vague with that. I'm just making sure I've got my notes down on where we're up to. And you also said there was a pile of gear, and Elkhorn was trying to get a sleeping bag over his head. But you also mentioned there was a pile of gear there. Is that has that come about as a result? Oh, that's Elkhorn.
That was Elkhorn's. Okay. Elkhorn is, and I cannot stress this enough, completely naked.
Right, but he was in a sleeping bag, so I don't know that. Yeah.
And yes, Lily, to answer your question, you're sitting right there. It was a young green dragon specifically.
It's probably something for next week. Was there any loot that has been received out of this mental flashbang that you just threw at us?
Oh wow, just straight for the loot.
I will be nice if you want.
Well, it was going to be something Luggage was going to look for while he was feeling weird to
a little bit of a time jump next session. We're going to jump forward a little bit in time, and in that time, you guys can have gone to Loomlurch and looted to your heart's content. That's
we'll deal with that
very
next week.
Specific nature of the wish. There's no more danger there. Let's just put it like that.
Okay, so this is something we'll pick up next week that you can.
Yeah. I'll send through you guys your ever wonderful loot list that you want. Because loot is another.
He's a true D&D player now. He asked for loot immediately.
Pretty sure Egg wants plate armor, just like the one in the Discord chat.
I will also send through specific information for Rennick's new set of armor, and for the staff that Snack has.
I want a picture of that
because
too.
we got our things back. Because we got our.
I don't have a picture of that, but I'm sure my lovely partner would be able to do you up one if I asked.
Candy power.
She gave me a thumbs up, so.
Yay! Thank you.
She says she doesn't know.
Thanks,
what
Lily.
about. I will.
Always the best.
Describe it to her and see if she can quickly get something up for us. Thank you for that, guys. It was a pleasure as always. I need to go write a loot list. Hey, you know what? I'm feeling nice. I didn't kill any of you, unfortunately. Hey, Albert Eggmeister.
Because I ran away. No.
You did really well saving those kids. That was a really good call.
I'm gonna give you guys this before I actually give you guys a loot list. Hey, Albert.
Yeah.
You can have a set of plate armor if you want.
Wait.
Also, I take it. Now here's a good question if we're not in the stream yet. Because I don't know exactly how the wish will work. Do we take a long rest? Because I haven't yet. Just in
I was
case.
about to ask the same question.
You have all taken a long rest. You can all also level up to level 9, gang.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you guys managed to best another one of the hags, which is another level. So I need to once again restructure some encounters.
I did
we are
did not
ending.
see that coming. The
Yeah,
where
I
your
thought
vampire
you would have just gave
sessions-
us the. That would have been
As I've said before, this is a lot of you guys' first campaign, and I basically want to give those of you who are new the chance to experience some higher levels that you usually don't get to. And I basically want to give you guys the chance to
Be
live the
overpowered.
power of fantasy.
Yeah.
And
It's fun having some of those harder fights too. Like there was some complex shit going on in that. That was really good. Jay,
Yeah.
also
that
being
was
being
really
higher
good.
level lets me do some more fun things. And
Yeah, hopefully
it'll also
Dante will learn how his axe works by level
No.
20.
maybe one day.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe Spyro will figure
not.
out actions and bonus actions. Although I
Just to
actually got it right
clarify,
tonight.
the top
I'm
one's
excited
one
about
hand
that.
and the bottom.
Spar figuring out actions and bonus actions.
I managed it. I actually planned out my move in
well.
advance tonight, and it worked. So it's the first
did.
time. It's taken me
I
4
just
I
got
days.
some
didn't.
sick moves, boys. I just
Well,
got
I
some sick moves
sort
at
of
level
did.
9. Oh my god! I wish I had this when I was fighting the.
All right, hold one sec, guys. All right, everyone in chat, we're going to bail now. Check out the YouTube next week for everything that happens after we end the stream. But thanks everyone for hanging out. Thank you, Jay, for another amazing session, and we'll catch you all up as level 9s.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Do you want to answer Lily's feet, Rannick, before we bail out? Because
No, it's not cat feet. I believe it's just a cat's tail.
no, but
Just-
your model you made in the Dwarven Forge has cat feet.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I told you it was a
Yeah.
mistake, Lily. And now he's got a cat tail. But yes,
did
no
not- I
cat
did
feet,
not mean to
please,
have
Lily.
cat
No
feet.
cat feet.
Okay.
No,
fix that
sorry.
one.
There we go. There's the question. Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
I
we're
can
rating
fix it if you
out.
like me to,
Catch the
Lily.
rest of this on YouTube.
Bye. Okay.
All right. So
All
since
right,
we're done,
raid's going.
Raid's gone?
And it is gone.
Oh, it hasn't yet.
Now.
oh yeah,
Not yet.
Raid has happened.
Yep.
So, Egg, do you like my plate armor?
what was I gonna ask?
Huh?
Have any of you guys
yeah.
seen Prey yet?
No?
No, I have
No,
not.
but I'm so excited because I love the
I
Predator
remembered my
movies.
question.
It is so good. Highly recommend. Very good.
Is it on
Yeah,
a
what up?
streaming service yet?
What up, Rennick?
I'm going to bed
Bye, snack.
Why?
No, no.
so I can get ready for my last day of work.
Enjoy lighting that shit
Got
on fire, I
this.
think was your phrase.
Oh, I so am.
And you'll be able to
please.
smile. You got your smile
Yes,
back.
I already am. Please.
Have a good
and
one, mate. See ya.
Yes, Prey is released on Disney Plus under their Star stuff.
Oh, cool.
It's part
I'll
of that.
definitely check it out. I don't think anyone else in the family is
a
going to
really
be
good movie.
interested in it, but I will definitely check that out.
I think
Probably
it's
over the
the
weekend.
I think it's the best reviewed Predator movie of all time.
I have seen that.
Yeah, it's
Um,
really good. It's
I saw
surprisingly
the shorts for that one actually.
I like the concept where they were taking it back to American Indians and the
Yeah, it's like it's the Predator's first ever hunt on Earth when they first found Earth.
I got to admit, I am still a fan of the Arnie one.
It's good.
That was
good.
It's kitschy. It's kitschy, but it's good.
I don't know where it went.
Okay.
I had all the Predator movies on, like Predator Predator
So-
2, and Predators on Blu-ray. They're great. Rennick, ask away.
Now the questions that you asked already said that we had 7 yeses and 2 nos.
Yes.
Where do the extra yeses and nos come from?
Okay, so the 2 no's were The King is Dead. The Bullywug King.
Mhm.
He is dead.
Oops.
One of the no's simply came from, have you harmed any, not necessarily good people of Prismere, but people who you probably could have left alive? Is there anyone that you could have ignored who has died as a result of your actions, if not killed by you?
Most definitely.
And there's only 2 no's?
That one was
that
just
was a holistic
that one was
no.
all encompassing. Yeah, it was all encompassing. Trust me, I didn't have time to tag every single little one. And the other one was, has anyone's life who is still alive, any of your close allies' lives, been negatively affected by meeting you since you've come into their lives? And the answer is yes, for both Clapperclaw and AJ. Like, they're coming with you because they want to help, but like they both had very comfortable, happy lives. And you guys have actively put them in danger several times.
But we've broadened their horizons and
Yes.
opened up their worldview, and
But their lives are not
Man,
bettered.
what sort of danger
yet.
is a gelatinous cube in anyway?
that's
Like,
fair.
doesn't
Jay.
it
That being
Sorry, I'm
said-
being facetious. I get where you're coming from.
That being said,
Just having a laugh.
the yeses were as I said, you got one for putting yourself in front of the unicorn. You got one. Technically, the other two. Snack's not here to know this, but do you
She
guys
normally watches the
remember
VOD. She'll catch it.
all that time ago, way back in the way back at the carnival? Two
Yep.
of you made a wish.
Yep.
Two of you caught a dandelion, and you made a wish. And so you guys got two more. When the unicorn made her wish. It was
Okay.
basically the weight thing was determining two things. One, how well you guys came out of it. Like, there was a version of this where if things were like tied or it went one above in either direction, the wish works, but it works in such a way that Scabatha is basically erased from existence. And if that was the case, both Snack and Rennick cannot get rid of their curse until Zablina is freed. So you both would have not gotten your artifact, and your curse would have remained until you escaped Prismy. The other version is where it fails, or the no, which is the wish succeeds. You cannot be cured until Zablina is freed. And Lamorna dies, basically. You guys basically
good.
acted as a conduit of positive energy, essentially.
That's good.
To determine whether or not the wish spell killed her, because unicorns, they're powerful, but they're like, unicorns only have like 67 health. Eladon went into that fight already having like 20
Holy
points of
shit.
damage taken to him
Yeah,
in the
he
process
was,
of him being woken up.
and he was down. You said he was at minus 36.
36 at one point,
so
yeah.
he took something else. Yeah, I remember. I
Yeah,
wrote
like
that down when
he
you said it.
went in.
Holy shit!
Yeah, like unicorns, they have a few spells. Unicorns aren't actually also that intelligent. They know what's going on and around them. They're conduits of good, but they're not all powerful creatures. They're just a little stronger. Like, I think they're only like CR5, I think.
Oh, really? I thought they're stronger than that.
Yeah, they're CR5. Eladon definitely is. Eladon, I gave him a bit of buffing. Eladon had a few levels of paladin and sorcerer included, but Lamorna didn't. And yeah, so if a unicorn willingly breaks her own alicorn, then they get a wish spell. The problem with wish is that even like 20th level wizards still fucks them up. Like what would you do if you gave a wish spell to a 10-year-old? Is basically what happened to Lamorna.
Oh shit!
Like it is. She is not a creature that is designed to harness that kind of power. But she did. She had to, because she couldn't beat that dragon. And if that dragon had killed her, which it was going to, it would have come and fought you guys next. And she knew that the moment that dragon goes anywhere near you guys is the moment you guys lose. She also knew that Eladon was not going to be able to beat Will. Like,
We
he,
would have
like
been
Will
fine.
would have, like Will, like he might have, maybe, but Will is just in combat, especially. Like, Eladon is great, but Will, even with like Eladon's buffing of a few class levels, Will would have Will shits all over him. And
I was gonna try to help him, but Will probably would have shit all over me as well, in my 13 health points I had.
Yeah, I would have gone to help as well.
But yeah, he just, the Oni would have absolutely. Plus, Will was already. The problem with Eladon is he had he's a glass cannon. He had a lot of damage he could do, but if he didn't do that damage, then he was on such low health that he would have just died next turn. He needed to kill it in one turn, which wasn't an objective. And then if he dies, you guys have to deal with the Oni too. And if you guys die, you guys are basically Prismia's last hope. Valor's Call, which is Elkhorn's troop, is the closest other thing, and like they're everywhere. Like, you guys are their best hope. So she was like, okay, cool. make a wish. Just basically wish for everything to be all right. Those were her exact words.
So she hasn't righted the next stage we've got to get to deal with
No,
the third
her
hag and
exact
free
words were,
from Rakshasa.
I just want today to be all right, were her exact words.
I get where you're coming
Okay,
from, because otherwise that would have
okay.
ended the campaign. It was
So
Yeah.
tomorrow will be fun.
So like
tomorrow we fucked.
everything, all the problems you guys were dealing with that day, like Scabatha, the shambling mound, Will, freaking breaking in, saving the kids, any problem you guys had that day, like retrieving your curse and stuff like that, all of those problems were just solved immediately. The problem is there is going to be a side effect for Lamorna for that. One of them being that
so we don't know that they're actually dead. They're just not here.
I will tell you right now, they're fucking dead.
Fuck.
As far as the only way to solve those problems was killing them, because if you didn't kill Scabatha, she was just going to keep coming back, and she was going to keep bringing all of them with her.
Yeah, I thought killing Scabatha would take away the green dragon and the swamp monster, but I wasn't so sure about Will.
So
and that's why I was like, everyone just kill her. I'll help
Will
distract
was
the Will.
unrelated. That was just pure
Bad
timing.
timing.
Will turned then. The shambling mound, Scabatha was controlling it, but it wouldn't have disappeared. It just would have now been attacking anything and anyone. The dragon is weird because the dragon was raised by Scabatha, but it's a green dragon. It has no allegiance to her. If you guys had found a way to get it on side, that's possible. It's a very evil creature, so it is just as likely to have eaten you. But it has no elite. It sees Scabatha as the best option right now. She's in charge of Thither, and it's in Thither. So why would she not want to be friends with the person who is deemed ruler of Thither? It can't be ruler of Thither. It doesn't have magic. She can. He can be its friend. But the moment she's dead, she's still not your friend. And you're still the ones who have now ruined its current life. So it's going to want to make you pay for that. It also had treasure hidden in Loomlurch, and it doesn't want you to get that treasure because dragons care about that treasure. Yeah.
Figure the dragon had to be similar, and also the witch. But so
wolves like dragon treasure.
How close was Scabatha to death?
Scabatha had taken 147.
Yeah, I've
points
got
of
that.
damage. Scabatha had 150 hit points total.
Oh, she had 3 left.
3 hit points. The shambling mound had taken 24 points of damage and had a total of 136 for you guys to get through. And the dragon, after Elkhorn's weird round, had taken 87 and had a total of 136. It did also have its breath weapon, though, which would have just decimated you guys.
Right, so Jay, my next idea was to try and dive into the shambling mound to find the root that you were mentioning as its core, to try and rip that out. Would I have just died?
No. So what would have happened is you would have then been constrained by it. You could have kept moving through it or attempting to.
Yep.
But once you're inside of it, you immediately begin suffocating. And you can only hold your breath for 1 minute plus your Constitution modifier. Which for you, Zenfire,
17.
is...
oh, no, plus 3, sorry.
Plus 3. So 4 minutes you would have been able to hold it for. So you would have actually been able to hold your breath in there for 40 rounds of combat. Honestly, getting in there...
25 weeks for us, so it would have been good.
You probably would have been safer in there than in the fight.
No doubt.
You don't take damage, and you could have just... Oh, no, sorry. At the start of each of his turns, you do actually take damage if it moves, but if it stays still, you're fine.
Yep.
That makes sense. I thought it was gonna be poison damage because it was.
It's a whole ability. If it actually it never actually got the chance to attack you guys. If it got the chance to attack you, if it hits you with an attack, it can choose to engulf you, which basically sucks you into it. And it can hold one creature in there at a time. So it just would have hit Zenfire, sucked him into it, and then just gone to deal with whoever was next, and just one by one slapped you guys until everyone except Zenfire was dead, and then just walked around in circles till Zenfire was dead.
I didn't think we were going to win that fight. I thought there was a small chance. That's why I was like, if we kill her, it's going to somehow be over. Fuck.
I think we would have. I really do think we would have gotten through it. I think we would have lost some allies. But looking at that health that Jay's just,
I don't know that all of us would have got through.
I think we would have. I had a lot of healing. Spells still left to do. Eggs got healing. And I got mass heal. Like I have been stacking up on the mass heals and the heals. I had a lot of healing I could have done to everyone in up to like a 60 or 120 foot radius. So I was yeah, I think we would have. Our party would have survived. I don't know about our allies though. I think we would have gotten through it.
I think you guys would have. Look, if that fight had gone on, Elodon's dead. He's just like, I will say that right now. I'll make that call. Elodon would not have survived that
But
fight.
what if I ran just in my
one of
turn,
you would-
just ran straight out to help him?
If one of you were going to help him, maybe. But if you'd left him alone, no.
Oh no, I was planning to help him the entire time.
Yeah, same with Elkhorn and that. If one of you had gone out, like, Lamorna went out, but if one of you had also gone out to help, there's more of a chance because now you are a target as well as Elkhorn, which means the dragon is splitting its attack.
I think the
between three
flaming
units
gumball
instead of
could have
two.
circled back and fired another bloody molten japper.
Oh, I didn't clarify as well, but I will now. I'm going to be entirely honest. Pinky, that's his name, the goblin.
Mhm.
Pinky was also in the camp.
Oh, Pinky made it.
I forgot about Pinky as well, even though I was in charge of him.
Pinky the goblin has
He
accepted.
kept his pinky promise.
Look, we all had a lot of things been asked of us, and we're all trying to figure out what's going on. I was not worried about Pinky with this.
I don't know how Zenfire did not get a card for some of those quips. Hey, I think on the VOD, there's definitely needs to be a good boy card coming your way, Zenfire.
I think, look,
you had some
Zenfire,
funny
you
ones.
can have a point of inspiration. I think I'm not going to use the good boy bad boy cards in hindsight. I think they're definitely something I'm going to have to just stick to my in-person games, as much as I fucking hate that because I love them. Some of them are so annoying, and I hate some of the good boy cards.
Can we not scan them so you can give them to us
why don't you just
digitally?
make some of those ones that you don't like out?
Take a photo of them, or if you could
Yeah, I might try and
come in
find.
digital form.
I might try and find a digital copy of them, if I can.
But Jay, why don't you just take the ones that you don't like out?
Because that wouldn't be in the spirit of it. Trust me, I think the one that I drew on before that was the bad boy card that I was given by one of you was fucking, what was it? Anytime you are in like death saving throws and a player has to make death saving throws to stabilize, instead of 3 to stabilize, they have to make 4. There's another one in there that's also like disadvantage on death saves, or some of the bad boy ones are mean, so
I think you gave that to yourself because you rolled a 1. I don't think we gave it to you.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
told you to take I told you to take a good boy one.
Can you use lucky on death save?
I don't think so, can you?
I don't know.
Can you use inspiration on death save?
I think it's discretion of the DM at that point.
Jay, is that them in the chat? Like in
hold
the VOD call chat?
Yeah, those are the ones. I just bought them.
Yes, but these are PDF ones.
They are too.
Oh, so we can see the cards that you...
Yeah. Print and play good boy cards and bad boy cards. I do need to grab the PDF ones too at some point.
Jay,
yeah.
do you have a PayPal?
No, I don't use PayPal.
Or
I
Patreon?
actually need to buy them anyway, so I'm going to do that later. I need to pay for a bunch of stuff.
Well,
later.
fine. Like, don't let me buy them for you then.
I knew that's what you were trying to do. It was correct. You are right. I will not be doing that.
Sorry that we love you, Jay.
Come on, man.
So chatting
very
to
much.
Lily as well, unless you guys have a different preference, I think I'm going to start getting ready to prep Curse of Strahd.
Okay.
A little bit of gothic horror, a lot darker, and
But I like
that
the other one.
I do still want to do Strixhaven, but that's going to require a lot of planning. A lot of fucking planning.
Or do Spelljammer.
Primarily, the thing with Strixhaven is I need to, in Tailspire, build a map of the entire Strixhaven campus.
Oh,
I don't have
God.
to. I just want to. I've already started.
Okay.
I've started.
You've already started?
We all need
I've
to buy
started
light school uniforms.
So someone has already done parts of it, like the
Hogwarts
Biblioplex,
ones.
which is the library at the center. So I've ported that in, and I've started building the grounds around the giant
Holy
library.
shit.
And I'm going to build it out to give you guys a full Tailspire map
Nice.
of the whole
Wow.
university before we start.
That is so cool.
But yeah, I think Curse of Strahd's fun. It's a lot more sandboxy than this one, so I think you guys will enjoy that, but not too sandboxy in a contained area. There's some invisible walls or mist walls, but we won't talk about
I will get to work on creating my monk.
Yep. So I will be sending you guys through some info on it. You are all. I'll send you guys through a thing in the D&D chat just to give you guys an idea of like, hey, here's who you are. I'm going to clarify though that you do not need to know each other for this adventure, and you are welcome to be from any Dungeons and Dragons world you want. You can be from Toril, freaking Ravnica. You can be from Eberron, whatever the hell you want. Because of the way the adventure works, you guys can be completely different characters.
Can I be
once had
from Forgotten Realms?
You can be from the Forgotten Realms, yes. I mean, that's the one we're playing now. But
That
sure.
is the most excited I've heard Egg since we started this campaign.
You can
Like 9 months ago.
I
That is
once
the
like-
most excited I've heard him.
I once had a group of people where one of them played the Drow, Dritz Duerden, just straight up played Dritz. If any of you know who that is, Egg probably does. The rest of you,
Yeah.
I
know what a drow
literally has a
is.
statue of that. Dritz is a very famous drow from, I think he's been in 47 novels at this point, with the 48th about to be released. Here he is. He's a drow that was created by an author
cool statue.
My cat is very
The cat
interested.
likes it, yeah.
He was created in the 90s
Yeah.
by an author as like a drow who is like a good guy, and he's had novels and novels and novels. They're very, very good. Icewind Dale. That whole area
Yeah.
was created.
Yeah, one of his swords is Icing Death.
It was found with Icing Death. Oh fuck no, it is Icing Death now, isn't it? Oh fuck, those books are convoluted. He has a sword called Twinkle for a bit. It's good. One of his scimitars is called Twinkle. But one of my players just straight up played him, and another player played what he called his bath towel mage. He played an old wizard in a modern bath towel whose wand was a plunger, and he was just like from
That's cute.
90s
So
New
he
York.
just
Like,
played Lebowski or what?
Yeah, he was just like from New York in the 90s. He appeared and found out he had magic, and was like, "Oh shit!"
And did he have then a White Russian in the other hand with the plunger?
Yeah. Like,
He
that's
did
just
not.
your opinion, man.
Jesus. But yeah, that being said, he then was the reason that a child got drowned. I will run some stuff by USPA TOS wise, because this adventure is a lot darker.
Not for kids.
Like, yeah, very like it can be. I can tweak it. I just need to know how dark. Like it's
Is Dynasty old enough to play?
I'm
I'm
happy
older
to
than you.
chat
I
with you,
thought,
man.
no,
I
I'm not
don't
older than
see
you.
it.
I am the youngest.
I
aren't
really don't see it being a problem.
It's just a couple
But-
of things. I'll write out a couple of the worst things that
I think
do
Jay's the
show up and
youngest.
be like, hey, just to find a line. And I also
Yeah.
need to find out what everyone's comfortable with, because there are some real difficult conversations that you have to have sometimes.
Yep.
So yeah, whatever characters you want from any world, we're going to be starting at level 2 for this adventure. Otherwise, you guys are free to create whatever the hell you want.
So in terms of character
Oh, research.
creation, when I started looking in D&D Beyond, is there a way that we can access everything to make a character? Because I found that because there's multiple different monks you can make, but there was only like 2, I think, paths that were open.
So what you've got to do, so that campaign that is in D&D Beyond that we're a part of for the thing, let me just quickly bring it up so I can actually walk through it. So if you actually go into the camp, so instead of going into my character
Alrighty,
and
gentlemen.
creating a
I
character,
have to go because
there.
I actually have to start getting ready for work.
worries,
But
man.
y'all have a wonderful evening.
You
Get you,
too.
man. Oh, you want-
But I have Wednesday. Right.
Yep. So the J's group from all over.
Yeah, if you scroll right to the bottom, you'll see create unassigned character.
Mm-hmm.
If you use that, you'll have access to every single thing in the campaign. You'll also notice at the bottom of there that all those characters have 4 tabs. They have view, or they have 3 tabs. They have view, and one of the tabs will have like a little flag that says claim.
Mm-hmm.
And after you make a new character, just hit that flag to claim it as yours.
Okay.
I actually need to delete a fair few of the characters out of that. But yeah, so if you do it in the campaign, all of the books that are part of this campaign will be shared with you. If you create it on
Right.
your own, then only books that you own in D&D Beyond are there. That being said, if there's a
Which is
specific
right.
monk you want to play, but you don't want to buy the whole source book, you can just buy specific subclasses and races for like $2 by themselves in D&D Beyond, which I have
That's
done
not much.
before because I didn't want to buy the entirety of the Sword Coast Adventurers Guide, but I really wanted Oath of the Crown, so I just bought Oath of the Crown.
But aren't all of them like in this campaign that your friend has brought us into? Isn't everything available?
almost everything up to Van Richten's guide. So there's like 1 or 2 things, like the newest books. I think Candlekeep Mysteries and 1 other book aren't. Everything else should be on there though. Every single thing should be there. He also has all of the new dragon stuff in that as well. He grabbed. So yeah, everything should be there for you.
Right. I'll do it that way then. Thank you. That'll let me, because I got a particular type of monk that I want to try and build, and I was like, oh, the options that I'd been looking up that look like fun for a fun character weren't available. I'm like, oh. So
I think I will warn you, if you don't have a subscription to D&D Beyond, you can only create a maximum of 6 characters, just so you know. So even creating them in the campaign, they still count as your characters. So just if you create them, if you decide you want to do a new one and try stuff out, just delete old ones that you're not going to use, sort of thing.
Sure.
But yeah, everything should still be shared with you guys. So feel free to create as many test characters as you want in the campaign. I will clear out all my trash that I was stuffing around with for characters that I was going to play for other games and get them all out of here.
Will it be milestone advancement or XP or?
It'll be milestone. This adventure is so difficult to run with XP. It'll be milestone again, and I'll lay out very specific milestone rules before we start as well.
And fixed hit point. That's right. I'll fiddle around with the character.
Spy eats dog food to get a level.
That's a very specific good boy card.
It comes with a complimentary pat on the head. That's funny.
Spa puppy food. Can't give a Warforged a better start in life.
Oh dear. Oh, all right. I need to do some research because I hadn't picked a race. I just looked at a monk type because I really like that little the halfling monk that I made, but I've got another idea for one. That was for that one-shot campaign that we might come back to at another point, so I don't want to mess with him.
Oh, that's Dolcom. Yeah, no, I'm going to leave that one just in case.
Oh no, sorry, we did one of the nights where it was.
Oh, you did another one without me. I remember.
We did
a monk, didn't you?
I did God, it was so much fun. But Budo, the halfling monk, he was pretty fun. But I got an idea for a different type of monk because that really whet my appetite. I'm like, yeah, I want to do another monk, but I want to try a different kind.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm going to take off.
Yep, I'm going to bounce as well.
I also am going to do that.
All right, can't wait to see you all next week.
See ya.
Bye.
See you. Bye.